you ready?
This is the D-Generation CLIX podcast with your hosts,
Who is Ravage?
Ryan Ruckman,
Ravage.
Hand me that bottle cap.
Miles Kane,
Hand me that paperclip. Grab that twine. Gun wrapper.
Daniel Schwab,
Best friends.
Asgard to Mouth, and Pete.
'Cause I'm just me.
Welcome back to the D-Generation CLIX podcast. I'm your host Ryan, and with me as always are Miles and Pete. And we are starting our Strange Tales set review, which means 2 glorious nights of recording this week. This episode is the Commons, Uncommons, and Rares. So let's start off with the common 001 Doctor Strange.
The preferred term is Master of the Mystic Arts. You can leave that now.
So he has the Avengers and Mystics team abilities: Avengers, Defenders, Illuminati, Midnight Suns, and Mystical keywords. He has a trait, Master of the Mystical Arts. Friendly characters with the Avengers keyword have the Mystics team ability. For all characters with this trait, when an opposing character uses Outwit, Perplex, or Probability Control to target a friendly character that has Mystics, after resolutions deal that character 1 penetrating damage. He has improved targeting through hindering, 5 range, 1 bolt, and then he's either going to be 75 or 40 points. 75 gives you 7 clicks of health, starting with a 8 phasing, 11 precision strike, 19 super senses, and 3 range combat expert. But I think you're playing him at this 40-point line, which is 7 sidestep, 10 TK, 18 barrier, and 3 probability control. So for an 001, this is probably the best one we've gotten in a few sets. I think at the 40-point line, that guy actually could see play. How about you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you'll see play. I do like him at 40. I think 75 if you're in sealed, especially if you get those dreaded triple astral boosters. You're gonna be stuck at playing him for 75. You know, he's really not that bad. I mean, 19 defense to be a 12 for 4. But yeah, his bread and butter really is that 40. Because I mean, you got barrier, TK, and prob.
And he's got flight, so he can carry someone around with that sidestep. And then this is your TK. And, I think barrier is going to come back here. So 40 points for everything that he does on just even a mystical team. You don't have to even just play the Avengers part where you're giving it out. Just him on mystical, which this set is strengthening a ton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. He's great on mystical, but he shines on Avengers at 40 points. I mean, giving every Avengers mystics, and then if you target them with the support powers, you're just taking mystics. It's not even attack dependent. Is humongous. This is one of my biggest MVPs from our sealed event. He's a great piece. I love him.
Yeah, great start with the 001, so this could definitely see some play. How about number 2, Miles?
All right, and 002 we got Clea,
You caused an incursion, and we're gonna fix it.
which has the Mystics team ability, Defenders, Mystical, and Ruler. She's 45 points with 1 trait, 4 range, 1 target, 8, 10, 17, 2 with phasing, TK, ESD, and shape change, and then click 2 through 5. Her rest of her dial, she has running shot, precision, ESD, and prob. She's our first point denial piece. With her trait is when Clea would be KO'd, you may instead replace her with an 18 Astral Clea on click 1, protected pulse wave. So that is a replace, not a generate. So you will have to have it on your sideline. But and once
true.
we get to her, people realize, yeah, she's really good. But yeah, the replace instead is, I mean, there might be a, not really right now, but I mean, when you're looking at pulp, potentially if that starts getting ramped up, sidelines and pulp really are non-existent. So, and I can see her being played just for that.
Let's go into the astral. What is astral clear? Real quick. Do you want to do that one, Pete?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me find the greatest piece in the uncommons.
Do you know why it is? It's not a coincidence though that this is 018.
Why?
Do you know what other uncommon
No.
is 018?
Oh, god damn it!
Simon Garth.
Too many.
So yeah.
Isn't there another one too that was terrible? No.
Well, 018s are all good. I don't know what you're talking about. Terrible.
Yeah, clearly WizKids loves 018s because this one's great.
Yeah.
Much like Simon Garth. Astral Clea,
Yep.
she's Mystics. She's got Ghost Realm. She's got Mystical. She's Clea Strange, so she got married. Astral Form, Super Senses, but succeeds on a 4 through 6. She's 3 clicks for 15 points. 4 range, 1 bolt. She's a 6. Phasing Teleport, 8 Pulse Wave, 16 ESD, and 0 support. So I love her. She was the MVP of my team last night. Like, no joke. That 8 Pulse Wave sounds terrible, but it's still Pulse Wave. So most of the time you're having to hit a reasonable number, 9 or 10. But to be able to support your pieces and carry her around and body block with her, she outperformed her 15 points.
Yeah, I'm not sure that she'll make competitive teams, but you're taking a 45-point piece, right? That's starting as a TK, 19 with the ESD from range, and then a shape change, so slightly hard to hit. You do hit her once, and all of a sudden now she's a running shot precision strike with prob. And then if you KO her again, now instead of getting the points for her, she turns into a pulse wave support piece. That's not bad for 45 points, right? Then you have to hit her
No,
again.
yeah, because you're not scoring the 15. Yeah, because you're scoring whatever the highest point of the replacement is, so you're not getting the 45 plus the 15. So yes,
You probably have
she
to
just
double
seems to be
tap
like
her.
a 30-point piece.
Yeah, if she doesn't hit that shape change, you now have to double tap her twice and then hit the astral also, and that's really just to take out the TK. So yeah, I think she's really neat. Pete, do you want to bring us back to Baron Mordo?
I do. He is 003 Baron Mordo.
You still think there will be no consequences, Strange? We broke our rules, just like her. The bill comes due. Always.
He's mystical, martial artist, mystical, and ruler. His real name is Carl Mordo. I scorn your sorcery. I say that to Miles a lot. When a friendly character is dealt damage by mystics or targeted by an opposing character, outwit, perplex, or probability control. After resolutions, you get a heal Baron Mordo 1 click. He is 2 dials. He's 80 or 40. He's 5 range, single bolt. He does fly, so on his 80-point dial, you're getting an 8 running shot, 11 precision strike, 18 mastermind, and 4 outwit. And then on the low dial, 40 points, he's 7 sidestep, 10 precision strike, 17 ESD with 4 outwit. So he's got damage output. That's kind of surprising for where he's at. Like 4 damage is great.
And he's not completely immobile if on either point line he's either got sidestep or running shot, so not terrible. I think a little point heavy though if you're going to play him on something else. Is the trait doing much for you though? In the current
Potentially,
meta?
Yeah.
I don't think
in the
meta,
current
but I
meta,
think
no.
pulp he gets a
No.
look. Yeah. But this is
Yeah.
a great pulp piece. Like Mystical's going to pick up in pulp from this set alone.
I do like him in pulp, yeah.
Now you're playing him at full, and you know what? We're giving him a tomb, and he's gonna be hitting before penetrating. That's
What is it? Outwit, perplex, or prob, and you can heal him a click?
or if they damage mystics. Yeah, so you can just go ahead and attack someone with mystics to heal them.
What's the top mystics
And,
pieces that you're seeing in competitive right now? Is there that many after rotation? There's not a ton, right?
Hidari Yao.
She's
Yeah,
not mystics
Hidari
though.
Yao.
She's just
But
mystical
it's-
keyword, right?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought
Yeah,
I
No,
misunderstood.
but the interesting thing though is that for him is that if you hit someone with mystics, and it's about to pick up, I think, with
Oh,
with
absolutely.
the Black
Will.
Flash that just got shown with the past Avengers, but it pretty much gives him he ignores mystics because he's a friendly character. So when he hits someone with mystics, he just heals from it,
Yeah, that's true.
which would be really beneficial, because not having to worry about mystics. So it's a way for him to have safeguard mystics without safeguard mystics. which is nice.
And I think it picks up pretty soon here too with this set.
I think so too.
All right, then we got 004 Paranormal Investigator. So this is a detective and mystical keyword, a PD team ability. He has a damage power on the case, perplex, but only if paranormal investigator is adjacent to a character with the mystical keyword, outwit, but only if paranormal investigator is adjacent to a character with the detective keyword. Improved targeting, hindering, only 20 points, 4 range, 1 bolt. He has stealth with a 6 speed, nothing on his attack power with a 10 attack, 16 combat reflexes on the top, then goes to naked, and then a 2 special damage power for all 3 clicks with a 1 damage on the 3rd click. In sealed, this guy is awesome. For 20 points, he's perplexed. There's a good chance you can get a detective. There's a handful in this set too. But beyond that, I'm not sure how much you're playing him if you don't have to already play a mystical keyword.
So this is obviously not going to be for competitive, but if you're playing silver, just playing a fun game with your friends, you have to play 2 of them with the Mystery Ink, and you need to sculpt swap them for Sam and Dean Winchester.
Who are they? Simon Dean?
Supernatural.
Yeah, the TV show.
Oh, see, that was one that I never picked up on.
No, you'd like it. You should watch it. Yeah, I think he's honestly, that for 20 points, I feel like he could have been 15, and I would have felt a lot better
I don't
about
know
it.
why he's not 15. Yeah, I think 15 is.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Yeah, when you look at like the Astrals, for 15 points, like I don't really know what makes him, because we have you can't say just the rarity, because we have common Astrals, and I think that he doesn't have the 4 through 6 senses that they have. This is easily I think a misstep with this, the first misstep of the set with having him 5 points overcosted. I mean, realistically.
And the Astrals have Mystics, and he's only got PD. So I wonder what they value police at.
Yeah, something's got to be. Yeah, it's really weird, because even with police, there's no way that police can be worth more than a 4 through 6 senses and mystics.
Yeah, I don't think so either. All right, how about the Vampire Miles?
So the Vampire is 15 points. Long dial. This is actually could be really fun. He starts on click 5, Internal Hunger. So steal energy, and when he uses it, he may heal past the starting line. Obviously, he's got 6 clicks. His starting click is going to be at click 5, which is sidestep, combat reflexes, and exploit weakness for a 6, 10, 17, 2. And then he's able to heal all the way up to 8, 12, 24 hypersonic blades, invulnerability, and battle fury. I mean, this thing gets going.
Yeah. That's the whole thing, is if he gets going, this is a monster piece. So you have to really look at him and get rid of him quickly. If not, you've got a whole big problem on your hands.
Yeah, because he's 15 points. Like, if once he gets healed up, it's like you're going to have to put in so much work just to deal with those 15 points. Now, the chances of you playing it in competitive and getting him to full, I mean, let's be realistic, are not going to be very high. Those things, because they die pretty quickly. But I think it's still fun.
It is worth mentioning too. In silver, they just made the rule where you can play various keyworded pieces. So this is one that you actually could play a few of. So maybe like 3 of these at 15 each, and either going to be mastermind fodder, or if you can get them to turn up. I mean, yeah, that that top dial for 15 points is insane.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not going to happen often, but when you play this figure, all it's going to take is one game where he gets healed to click 1. That's just going to be the highlight. Even if it takes you 100 games to do it, worth it.
I think you can't just leave him alone though. They have sidestep. In a silver
you
game,
you have to go after him.
Yeah, so
at 15 points, he's still 2 exploit top dial.
I could definitely see playing like 3 of these guys in silver. In body block, using his mastermind.
And they could probably, heal a few clicks. I just think it's going to very rarely get up to click 1.
Well, and they have flight too. That's still important for 15 points for deployment.
tie somebody up.
'Cause-
It's only a 10 attack, but it's a 19 defense with combat reflexes. I don't know. I like these guys a little bit better than you maybe.
No, I do. I'm just saying that the chances
you
of
hate
getting
him.
him to top click are
You
going to
hate
be
him.
slim to none. I don't hate him.
Well, then, so
when
yeah,
not
I
Jack
first
Gates.
saw this card, because I played against him last night, and I'm like, this is going to sound so dumb, but I'm more concerned about the 15-point piece than I am anything else.
right, because
Because
that
if this thing starts going off, I'm in a huge problem.
and now you have to try to sink, attacks into this so it doesn't get to the top. And then what are you working towards? 15 points only with all the attacks you have to sink into them?
Yeah, that's it.
I
And
think
if you're
15
sitting
points.
next to a game where he heals the top click, you just have to look at him. So I'm sorry. It's just
It should be a.
It's just a cool piece.
You should be able to
Yeah.
sculpt swap him with Dracula if he gets to the top click.
Well, and how
Yep.
much should we complain about vampire dials? And this feels like a reasonable one, right?
There's a few in this set.
Yeah,
And I do
15
think
points.
this
Yeah.
is probably the closest, best vampire dials we've ever gotten in this set. There's quite a few.
I would agree with
I
that.
think Dracula is one of the scariest vampire dials, which we'll go into when we get to the super rares, of course.
Yes, next episode. I actually like him quite a bit. Let's go to the next one, Pete.
Darkhold Redeemer, Midnight Suns, Mystical. He's various. He's 006. He's fighting Cathan's influence. Enhancement. Adjacent friendly characters have Safeguard Mystics. He's 4 clicks for 20 points. He's got 4 range single bolt. He's a boot guy. He's got 4 Force Blast, 9 Precision Strike, 16 Energy Seal Deflection, and 2 with the special power. So I will tell you, he looks like crap, but he plays great in this set.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
he saves your other pieces, but a lot. I don't know if there's any other version of this where he does anything other than sealed and maybe fun games, because he doesn't do enough else other than that. He could have also been 15 points in my world.
Oh yeah, just remove click 2, and he's 15 points.
Yeah. 20 points for really, it's just enhancement. And then if it's a mystical heavy like it is in sealed, it'll be worth it. But beyond that, I don't think it's that great. I do like the sculpt though. It's simple, but it feels kind of like, I don't know, ominous. Their faces are all blacked out like they're in the shadows. But that's the best I have to say.
I'm just looking at the
Either in sealed or the sculpt is neat. What's that?
Yeah, I haven't even seen the sculpt. I just see the sculpt as vacant,
Yeah, there's no picture
which
yet.
which people don't know. But yeah, vacant is actually holds the most titles in wrestling history.
Thanks.
That's a fact.
All right, then we have 007 Cat Familiar with the Mystics team ability, animal and mystical keywords, another various real names. So if you want to play 20 of them, feel free to play 20 of them. Special damage power, which is spiritual companion, probability control, but only to target adjacent characters. When Cat Familiar uses it to reroll an attack roll, they may choose to reroll only 1 die, and if they do, after resolutions, KO Cat Familiar, which is a little costly at 15 points. 3 clicks, it's a 6 stealth, 9 blades, 16 combat reflexes with that special damage power for all 3 clicks, and it is a tiny cat. So, yeah, the damage power seems a little expensive for 15 points when there's characters that let you just do that anyway that are way better. So, it's cool to be able to carry around a prob piece even if you don't fly. But yeah, this should have been what did we say earlier? 5 points and 1 click.
Yeah, I think it should have been just like the bat bystander or a time breaker. Give it a dial or just make it
Timebreaker.
into a bystander.
That would have been cool, yeah, if it was like a time breaker. I think 5 points, and man, I don't even remember because now they've been out of modern. Time breakers were 1 or 2 clicks.
1 click.
They were just 1, right? Yeah, so they've had 1 click pieces before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never going to reach for this piece. At 5 points for that, I would probably do it, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, at
5
5
prop,
points, this is probably getting meta play, honestly,
yeah, which is cool.
And
for
if
1
you-
prob. Yeah.
And then it doesn't feel as bad if you choose that that one time where it's a really big deal that you roll like a 1 and a 6, and you choose the KO it to reroll that 1. I think that would have been worth the 5 points. Again, we have how many?
well, you make it 5,
one-shots?
they have to. Yeah, get rid of that May. If they're 5 points, you do that. I mean, you're paying, because you're trying to get prob on your team, you just can't, or you want an extra prob. You're like, all right, this is a one-time prob, but this could be huge. I think it was 5 points, 1 click, and then It says whenever he uses the prob to reroll an attack roll, they choose to reroll only one die after resolution's KO. I think that'd been totally fine for being 5 points instead of making it
5-point prob that kills itself. That's a little excessive.
I understand that. Yeah, I know, but it's. I mean, I think that's why they made it 15 points and 3 clicks, and so, yeah.
I should stay around a little bit longer. I would like it if it was the 5, and if you choose to reroll.
But
one,
I mean,
how tempting is that though? Honestly, to just reroll one die, and then you give up 5 points. Look at
It's
what the
very
one
tempting,
shots
yeah.
are doing. Look at what the one shots are doing for 5 points. I think it's totally fine.
Yeah,
to make
no,
it just
I'm
be
not.
that.
I'm not looking at it like, in what's in modern now. For everything in modern now, for sure. I'm just saying it like, when you're trying to, from a totally different perspective. Like, okay, if we do this 5 points, let's try and give it some negativity. Because prob is, a premium, and you know what? Let's throw 5 of them on, or 3 of them.
Well,
So,
10 years ago, it would have been
15
100 points, and it would do exactly what you said. It would just KO itself.
Yeah, that would have been fine.
I think
But
the
no, where
one-shot
modern
argument
is now, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the one-shot argument's the best argument, honestly, because some of the stuff that those things are doing, this would have been perfectly fine at 5 points.
Yeah.
It's still easy enough to
Or
take
give
out
people
with
a choice.
Poison.
Right, 5 points for one click, or if you really want 15, and make it do something slightly different. Yeah, giving up 15 points for one prop sounds like a lot to me.
I do want to play a game where I just surround a piece with 8 cat familiars, and I just want to prop that figure 8 times just to KO all 8 cats.
Well, I would love to be your opponent that game.
It'd be hilarious. Yeah.
Just going down 120 points in one turn. Yep.
Yeah, I'm 20 cats. I want to play a game with just 20 cats. It's like, all right. And I'm going to get mad if they pulse wave me. I'm like, what are you doing? Why don't you just come and attack me? Let me surround you.
Oh, I'd cable the shit out of those cat familiars, Miles.
Well, because you're not fun.
That seems very fun to me.
No. See, fun is subjective.
20 stupid cats are on the board and they eat pulse wave and get knocked back. Yeah, that's fun.
No. I want the cats to surround Cable, and then you just attack me and just let me prob you 8 times. And then I KO them.
I would do
Even
that.
if you miss.
I would do that.
Yeah. That's way better. That's way better than getting pulse wave. You just bring any figure in the middle. I don't care what it is. I just want to surround it by 8 cats,
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be even better, pick a dog.
That is neat. You could actually put it next to an opposing character, and then you choose that they roll one of their dice.
Yeah.
That is neat.
And then you just KO the cat.
It's so expensive.
Just kidding.
All right,
It is.
How about the next
yeah.
person?
Yeah. All right. And next is Enchantress.
Now you pay. Now you all pay.
That's Amora. It has a damage power. As guarding a lure, when an opposing character within range and line of fire would move, you may choose the first square that character moves into. 45 points, 4 range, 1 target. 7-11, 18-3 with sidestep, TK, ESD, and the special damage power. Has that for 3 clicks. Then goes to mind control, precision, and invincible for the last 3 with 1 damage.
What do you think?
So I do like the within range and line of fire, but let's be honest here. The way modern is now, why add line of fire? Nothing else has it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to try and stay consistent with where modern is right now, why have line of fire?
It's relatively deep, and if you, again, this is a piece that you're probably going to have to 2-tap, and then she goes to a 12 attack with precision strike and invincible, and still has Mystic. So there's things to like here. It just seems weird, and I don't know if I'm ever grabbing this Enchantress ever. I really like that one from, I want to say it was the War of the Realms. Man, is that when they still had Fast Forces? Or is it a starter?
Yeah, the Fast Forces. Yeah, the Fast Forces. Yeah, the 25-point one.
Yeah, she had...
TK and Outwit.
Yeah, I feel like I have
Barrier,
to look that up now. Was it Barrier? Yeah, I think... I got to see what it was now, because that's an example of a piece that I'm going to compare her too. So it was
Right here, yeah.
25 points.
Mind controls TK outwit for 25 points.
No, that's on her A dial. That was the 50-point line. So she was TK and outwit for 25 points in Mystics
That's
with
what I mean,
a
yeah.
6 range.
Yeah.
No mind control. She'd have to get
Yes.
hit to CLIX 9 or 6.
Oh yeah, no,
9 or 10.
I
Sorry.
forgot that this one was added. They added this to the same card instead of having them separate. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a fast
I
forces.
I just think this should have been 2 dials, honestly. Like split right between click 3 and click 4 and make it like 25 points for the first 3 clicks, and then she dies when she goes to 4 if you pay 25.
Ooh, I like
and she
that.
would get play on Asgardians then.
Yep.
But I don't. It's hard to with everything Asgardian has now. Even though you do want TK, 45 points for it on theme is a lot, and she's not gonna make mystical for TK and what else she does.
Right.
And then you also want to look at outside of modern. You want to look at pulp, and it's yeah. I think there was something there, but I think there's a little bit of a.
I really like Pete's idea
I just don't see
though.
her seeing play.
Of
that's
a double dial. Yeah, for 25 points, she's 1 through 3, and then if she crosses the 4 or the red line, she would get KO'd if she wasn't. What you think? The 45 is still fine.
Yeah, because you're still getting 6 clicks, and then she turns into an attacker. I don't hate this piece. It's only 008. I just don't think it has a place right now.
It just kind of I don't hate it, but it's kind of weird, and I don't know if I'm ever reaching for it because you are planning on starting on the TK, right? And so it just feels like a lot to pay for this type of a support piece, and it's just a nice little bonus when she goes to the attack pieces if she gets hit, but I don't think that's worth 45 points. I think that's where I stand with her.
Well, no, and if you're going to be playing her in just a fun casual game, there's just better enchantresses.
Yes.
That
and
are
better
more
TK.
true to the character.
Yeah.
The sculpt is awesome.
She looks neat.
Like the sculpts in this set are really good. So I will say that.
How about the next character?
Mindless one, 009. He's Mystics TA. He's Demon Legion. Brute. Yeah. Monster and Mystical, because you know what Brute needed was an expendable goon. Well, here they are. Expendable goon Hulkling Brute. When Mindless one is KO'd by an opposing character after resolutions, roll a d6. 1 through 3, heal a friendly character with a monster or mystical keyword, 2 clicks. That's great. 4 through 6, generate a character with an expendable goon trait on its 15-point line starting adjacent to a friendly character. He's 40 points or 15 points. He's 4 range single bolt. He's a boot guy. On his 40-point dial, you get 5 movement plasticity, 10 super strength, 18 invulnerability, and 3 in power. And at 15, which is where he's probably getting play, you get 5 plasticity, 10 nothing on the attack power, 17 toughness, and 2 in power. Really good piece.
I think I like the other one better, that we'll go over in a little bit. But yeah, he's got brute and mystical keywords, so you're also able to, if you're not already using the +1 longsword, you can throw it on this guy, or the ring of TK. So instantly that 15 points is much better.
Oh yeah, that's you team him up with Brute on what's her name with Titania. I mean, you're gonna have to double tap him.
Oh yeah.
Look at what's in the meta. You know, for what that's worth for 15 points, which is hilarious.
And as far as the goons go, having the second point line, it's not terrible. It sucks that he doesn't have some kind of move, even if it's a sidestep, but a plasticity tie-up piece for with super strength and the invulnerability is not bad either. But 40 points, obviously, you're getting to be a little bit more expensive. But those goon traits are sick.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Shield Spy has the Shield team ability. This is 0010. Shield, Marksman, and Spy keywords. Has a special damage power, Disruption Specialist. Outwit, but only if Shield Spy is part of a theme team. Range Combat Expert, but only if another friendly character can use Leadership. Improved Targeting Hindering, 4 range, 1 bolt. It has 5 clicks of health, starting with a 6 stealth, always has stealth. 10 Smoke Cloud, always has Smoke Cloud, 18 toughness, and then 3 clicks of that special damage power with a 2 damage, and then it's just outwit on the last 2 clicks, and 40 points. So, no, right?
No. So this is I think that this set, as we've seen, has some great ideas with a few misses. I think realistically we're going to try and make everything playable. The one thing I would do is, make this 20 points, remove clicks 2 and 3. It's 3 clicks long, 20 points because you have the outwit and the range combat expert. I think then you're talking.
Yes.
40 points is just
Why
it's not there.
No, why does this piece need to be 40 points? It has a bunch of powers that you really don't care about, and then the cool thing that it does is like dependent on different things. So that's the kind of stuff that we were talking about with like rewarded for playing a theme team, right? So you already have to play him on a theme team, and you have to make sure that someone else has leadership on your team. He doesn't have move and attack or any extra range that's any better. Yeah, he's part of a shield team probably. But yeah, 40 points. This guy's never going on anything, and probably staying in the booster for sealed, right?
Yeah, because that's why I'm saying if you just give him that special damage power, like I realize it's a common, but like we've seen expendable goons. I don't really see how it would be a problem if you just remove clicks 2 and 3 and make it 15, 20 points. Because it's not going to see play in competitive outside of that specific theme teams. So it's going to really see play, but you're actually going to be attempting to try and make as many playable pieces in these sets. Because, as we've seen throughout the sets, we go through and we try to find, ways to make these figures playable and everything. But, like, it's so close to where you can actually make everything fun, and I guess everything could be fun. But, from a gameplay perspective, we're like, yeah, I'm not surprised he picked that shield spy when we were going through Lantern Legacy. If they literally shaved off 10 points from the figures for their free equipment, that would have changed the set tremendously.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing something similar with this. Be it shave off, 25 points or 5 points.
I would have liked to see 4 and 5 gone and just have him have the 3 clicks of the special damage power. It's dependent on things that you have to have on your team, so you should get a discount on it. Shield, marksman, and spy. Those aren't the best keywords. I guess he does get trick arrows if you really wanted to, but again, he's not. Yeah. There's no running shot or anything, so you're probably not doing that.
I think they should have
40
reversed
points
the dial.
common. So all we gotta do is just look. Okay, so if you just want to just compare it to commons and from this set, because people go, well, there's a common. Look at the 001 Doctor Strange for what that does for 40 points compared to this.
Right.
And it's night and day.
Pete, what were you gonna say?
I just think they should have reversed the dial and made him 40 and 15 and made him an expendable goon. Because then, like, you can't even use his outwit most of the time unless you're on shield top dial. You'll get the range combat expert because most teams have leadership, but I don't think that's worth it. At 15 points, if you make those both dependent on those same things, that's great.
Yeah.
2 clicks, right?
Yeah, that'd be fine for 15 then. And look what you're getting on these expendable goons too, right? Because he's got smoke cloud and in stealth. That's it. So that would have been fine.
Yeah, look at the mindless one. How different that that is compared to it. Yeah, totally fine.
Miles, do you want to do the Nick Fury LMSMD?
LMSMD. Yep, Nick Fury LMSMD. With Shield TA. We have the SHIELD robot soldier spy. He's just missing Tinker and Taylor for keywords. He has the expendable goon life model decoy. When Nick Fury LMDSD is KO'd by an opposing character after resolutions, you may roll a d6. 1 through 3 friendly characters with the robot or shield keyword can use shape change until your next turn, even if this is lost. 4 through 6 is you just bring another one. He's 50 or 15 points. 3 range at 50 points. He has 5'10", 18-2 with sidestep. No attack power the entire dial. Toughness and range combat expert. And at 15 points, he's a 5'10", 18-2 with close combat expert instead of range combat expert.
Yeah, fine, expendable goon, right? Nothing special. I think the shield spy should have taken some things from him.
Yeah, but when you're looking at expendable goons, you're looking at keywords that did not usually have expendable goons, and that's robot and shield. But Shield could have had one with the Shield spy. But bringing Robot it, I think, is really good.
So didn't they start doing a couple different things? They started doing a good guy version of the goons, right? And they called it something else.
Yeah.
And they also have the things where if you KO something that started in Lantern Legacy, where if you KO something that shares a keyword, you can just start generating stuff. So they have different options. They only went with goons. So I think this is the first time that we're seeing goons on the like hero side of things, right?
I think, didn't Trove have one? Have one that was like the...
I thought they were all on the villain side though, weren't they?
No, they originally were, and there was a set where they weren't. I think of which one that was.
They did start a similar mechanic, but I don't think...
No, there's one that was still... Yeah.
Are you talking about like the trader ones?
No, it's the Shield. It's the Shield. From what set was that?
Would it just be under Goon? So you have the Sentinels, Friends of Humanity, Dino Man, Mysterio, Goon, Inner Demons, Spider-Bot, which is both good and bad. Goblin Army, Tombstone. No, he generates them. Thieves Guild, Parademon, Tracksuit, Parademon, Joker Goon. And then you go all the way back to Notorious. No, they've always been villains. So this is the first time that we're getting some that are really just Nick Fury LMD.
Oh yeah.
And actually,
yeah.
I think you mean the Shield Agent and Kree Soldier from Collector's Trove where they had like the switch dials.
No, yeah, it was a new recruit. It was a new recruit trade.
Okay.
I thought one of them was similar. But yeah, it's this new recruit, but yeah.
Did all LMDs go bad sometimes at some point? Or no?
I don't think that was... I mean, you could have bad LMDs.
I'm just going off of the S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show from however many years ago. I think all of the LMDs went bad, didn't they?
Well, they're a plot device, so when they do something terrible with Nick Fury, they're like, just kidding, it was an LMD.
It's an LMD.
It was him, it was me. It was the LMD. It was me all along. Everything bad thing.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the Pete. You want to go over Wand Agent?
I do. Wand Agent. He's Mystical and Shield TA. Those are both good. Shield, Mystical, and Soldier. Real name Various. Yeah, baby. Shield's Magic Division. Adjacent friendly characters with the Mystical keyword have the Shield TA. He's 45 or 15. He's really good at both, actually. So he's 4-range single bolt. He's running shot, Pensai, toughness, and enhancement. And that's a 6'11", 18-3. And then at 15 points, he's sidestep 5, 10 precision strike, 16 willpower, and 2 empower. So
once
I have
again,
to tell
similar
you,
to the Shield Spy, where like you said,
this dude's good.
2 dials.
This guy's awesome. I mean, honestly, at both point dials, he's really useful. The fact that anybody with Mystical adjacent to him gets the Shield TA is huge. He's an above average attacker too at 45 points. He's just kind of a nice little balanced piece, honestly.
So this is an example of a piece where you can play it outside of Sealed. So it's awesome in the set, but you also have potential to grab him and play him somewhere else too, right? Even at 45, 6 running shot, Pensai enhancement, and he's giving the Shield team ability. I mean, Mystical is great. He's also got Mystics.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to like here.
Now, do you remember what WAND stands for that I told you earlier?
Yeah, because I was paying attention. It was Wong and it's Wong and Namor detectives.
Dude, I would read that comic or watch that show.
They need to actually make WAND into a comic. It's has so much potential. I mean, you're talking Shield, but for supernatural. It's a wizardry, alchemy, necromancy department.
I like my answer better.
Doesn't mean you're right.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's the buddy comedy we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wong and Namor.
Detectives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And these are their agents.
Just Namor being pissed he has to solve crimes the whole time.
Yeah, I'm thinking of it's that
and it's Wong. It's the Wong from Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, it has to be Benedict Wong. Yeah.
Dude, I'm the king of Atlantis. I'm not solving crimes. Come on, Namor, they need us. To the mystery machine.
Yeah, and you have Madison that stops him from binge watching. Oh yeah,
there's the secretary, right? I mean, this writes itself.
Yeah.
What was the show that they really
100%.
liked too? Wasn't it?
Yes.
The show, the
Sopranos.
Sopranos, yeah. And Wong just wants to watch Sopranos, and Namor's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, and Madison's your drunk secretary. Yeah.
All right, let's go to
We need a
so
Christmas
much.
special.
let's go to the next
Yeah.
Christmas
What?
special. Let's go to the Astral Dormammu. Mystic's team ability, Ghost Realm and Mystical keywords. He has a trait, Astral Form. This is that super senses but succeeds on a 4 through 6. And then a special attack power, which is Hellish Visions. Unique modifier, adjacent opposing characters modify attack -1. Only 15 points, 4 range, 6 phasing, 10 with that special attack power, 16 combat reflexes, 2 with no damage power, and 3 clicks. So these Astral Stranges Astral Figures I think are pretty neat. They all do something kind of cool. I think you're probably not paying points for this one. You're more likely playing what the actual Dormammu that makes them.
Yeah, but I mean, even so, yeah, there's a few, like, when you're looking at him on the map for 15 points, you got to think, like, we have a figure in silver that, like, loves these low point figures. But he's essentially a 19 defense, because you're going to just throw him up there. And his combat reflexes is essentially +3 with that -1 attack modifier.
That's true, yeah.
Adjacent.
That's not bad. So maybe you do throw a couple of these guys on there. None of these guys are unique, so I like the vampires. This is, again, another something you have to think about. It is a unique modifier, so you can't just spam somebody, make them -3.
Yeah.
But that would be kind of cool,
that's
though.
fine. That's fine. I do wish that they were various, because this isn't Dormammu. This is an astral version of Dormammu. You know, I don't. Yeah.
Well, that seems like a
wish they had
simple
the
fix,
various
right?
thing.
So maybe in silver, there's a couple of rules that break it, right? Isn't there a list of pieces that still break it, like multiple man and stuff? I think if they have astral in their name, they could break it.
I would think so, and that'd be nice, because, like, these are clearly, like, it's not just Dormammu from the Ghost Realm. Like, these are just their astral form, which you can have multiples of. You know, almost like mirror images.
Well, we're gonna have
So,
Aaron
when
on
we get
the.
to the
We're gonna have Aaron on the podcast next week, so let's ask him about that and see if there's a potential that we can add astrals to the silver list that you can play multiples of. What's that, Pete?
Yeah, we want all astrals in Prime Kingpin.
So when we get to the chases, these guys all become more important with the Ghost Realm keyword. So
Yeah, keep them in mind for later. Do you want to go to the next one though, Miles?
Yep, and the next one we have the Astral Scarlet Witch, Avengers, Ghost Realm, and Mystical. She has the astral form as well, which is super senses but succeeds on 4 through 6, which I believe all the astrals have that. 15 points. 3 range, 1 target, 6'10", 16-0 with phasing, energy explosion, ESD, and the special damage power, which is friendly characters within range have safeguard, opposing probability control.
It's probably worth 15 points.
Oh yeah, you just. I mean, her range is only 3, but I mean, you can. There's a way to get that set up. Yeah, no, these. I like all of these astrals for what they do.
Yeah, they're all unique in a really good way, like super unique.
yeah, I agree. There's not one of them I don't like. There's ones I like more, but I could see all of these having utility.
That 3 range is not terrible to keep everyone with your team. It's a 6. Technically it's a 7 range, right? Across from side to side. If you take one person 3 on her left, one person 3 on her right, it's like a 7 range. So
yeah,
that's
so
plenty.
nice. It's like the runes. It's like, you know, the area of a rune, and you know how big those runes are.
Right, and that was 2, wasn't it? Or was it 3?
No, that's within 3.
It was 3.
Mhm.
Okay. You're not playing her for her energy explosion, so the 3 range is fine. All right, what
Miles, tell them why you're playing her
I'm
for
playing
her
her.
energy explosion. Yeah, there we go. I knew it was coming.
Why? What
So yeah, I mean,
oh yeah, okay. What is it?
why wouldn't I play her? Because So I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I got an extra action left, but you know what? I don't like her with energy explosion, so you know what? We're gonna go ahead and pass the turn. You damn right I'm gonna play her with her for energy explosion. It's not gonna be the main reason, but I'm gonna use it.
All right, what about the next one, Pete?
Astral Agatha. She's Mystic's TA. She's Ghost Realm Midnight Suns Mystical. Her real name is Agatha Harkness. She's got Astral Form, Super Senses 4 through 6. You know what? You love it. She's got a special damage power. Remember these ruins? Outwit, but only to target an adjacent character. She's 3 clicks, 3 range. She's phasing, 10 within cap, 17. No defense and special damage power. So tie up piece and outwit something. Right? And
Yeah.
do you want to hit it because it has mystics? And do you want to attack it because everybody else is going to roll that since it's on me? So, yeah.
And she can always just start tying you down with that in cap. So straightforward, but neat.
Yeah, you damn right I'm playing her for in cap.
All right. All right, then it's her cat, Ebony, 016. Ebony has the Mystics team ability, animal mystical keywords, has a trait, Agatha's Familiar, unique modifier, adjacent friendly characters with the mystical keyword modify range +1. If they have Agatha in their name, also modify their attack +1. Improved movement through characters and elevated, 25 points, 7 stealth, 10 blades, 17 super senses, and it goes back and forth for the 4 clicks between enhancement and empower, starting with enhancement and 1 damage, and it's tiny. Let me ask you guys this. I really like it when they do something that says like with Agatha in their name versus named Agatha. What do you guys think? It just lets you use it with more pieces, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the thing with Agatha without in their name would cause a huge problem. I don't think anything. This is really a pretty good little support piece, honestly.
Yeah. Let's see. Actually, with Agatha in their name, that's a very good point. Let's see if we can find any loopholes.
No. What does it do?
There isn't.
It just modifies their attack +1. There's plenty of things like that, but it's only named.
Well, no, I'm saying if there's other characters named Agatha, there isn't. There is currently 5 figures named Agatha. There's Astro Agatha, Agatha, and Agatha Harkness. They're all Agatha. It was Agatha all along.
I'm looking beyond that. Are you going back to Silver? Oh, wait.
Yeah, look, just search Agatha.
There you go. Agatha Harkness was the first Agatha that was made in HeroClix?
Yes.
Wow, okay. I honestly thought that they made way more.
No, so Agatha was such a minute, like minor character until the MCU, realistically. Like, her biggest thing was she was known to babysit Franklin Richards. Like, that's what she's known for. Just an old lady.
Well, now she's younger.
Yep. Now she's Catherine Hahn.
Yeah, she's always going to be Catherine Hahn. So yeah, obviously it's not breaking anything, but I think 25 points really cool, and it doesn't kill itself when it modifies your range, which is nice.
Well, and if it's next to Agatha, yeah, it's +1 range, +1 damage, +1 attack, which is nice.
Is that where we're at? Like, it doesn't kill itself, so we think it's good.
Well, that's what the cat familiar did.
I think if it... Yeah.
What if it said
familiar needs counseling?
Enhancement, but once per game.
I do like this is that, you know what? Weasel is rotated, but we got Ebony.
Which Weasel was 15 points, right?
Weasel was 10.
Oh, was he 10?
Miles.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Ha.
Yeah.
You get to answer, Miles.
Yep.
Does this make the Chase from Collector's Troll more playable at 95 points? Or am I completely off base?
You're completely off base because that piece is not playable while we have a certain he who won't be named.
Name him.
Damn it.
I think Brute Heart is the one that needs to name him.
Wait.
I don't feel like naming him.
Beetlejuice bird.
There we go. That's exactly it. Yeah, no. And until he's dealt with, she is a dead 70 points.
Such a shame. She's so good.
Yeah. Now I know you're gonna have games where he's not involved, but it's so tough to build knowing that can happen.
So what is she? She gets a 5 range now, 4 sidestep, 12 attack. I don't know. I guess you're paying that 25 points though for her.
Sidestep.
The side.
Yeah. So now you're making that chase into 100 points essentially.
Yeah.
I think it makes this chase better, or I mean this. Realistically, I think you pay the 60 points for this in the release day, Agatha.
The release day Agatha is amazing, which again we'll go over her next
we'll
episode.
We'll get to that one. That one is nice.
Yeah, she's great, and I think like what Miles said, you'd pay 60 points for that combo potentially, because then it's I don't know, we won't go into it right now. All right, that's enough of Ebony, the cat. Let's go to the next one, Miles.
And the next one we have Ivory. No, Astral Doctor Strange with the Mystics TA, Avengers, Defenders, Ghost Realm, Illuminati, Midnight Suns, Detective, and Mystical. His astral form, which senses 4 through 6. Has a sideline active trait once per game for all friendly characters with this trait. If Astral Doctor Strange is on your sideline, when a friendly character named Doctor Strange would be KO'd, you may instead place them with Astral Strange on click 1, which I'm going to go into, which I think is really interesting. And yes, you do play him for his attack power. He's 4 range, 15 points, 1 target, 7, 10, 17, 1. Its special attack power is lines of fire drawn to adjacent friendly characters are hindered. So you can essentially make sure your figures are always in stealth. Yeah. But that sideline active is, it just says a friendly character named Doctor Strange. We have another figure coming down here. We also have the Collector's Trove Captain America that can potentially make the Doctor Strange pog. So when that thing's KO'd, you just bring this out for free.
That's true. He also just makes it worth playing that common even more on any team.
Yeah, because instead, so you're not even scoring that. It's point denial for a little bit.
We had our Mystical monthly game over the weekend, and Oliver played the new Colossal Legacy Dormammu, put Khonshu on him, and then parked this Astral Strange next to him for 15 points. So he was basically always in stealth. So super solid play.
So how many points was he playing Dormammu at?
He ended up doing him at 100.
Okay. Yeah, because he put in work. That was a long game.
It was a long game.
Oh, man.
I just want to go home. Looper. Just want to go home.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to dig deep and find that intestinal fortitude. This is a great piece, though. Honestly.
Yeah, I will say that Looper didn't want to go home, though, because instead, if he wanted to go home, he would have just gave you the win, Pete. So he obviously thought winning was more important than going home.
And it was.
He did the right thing. He did the right thing.
Yeah. No, this is you can play this. I mean, it's almost like a Gaia for your entire team.
Right. And this is only 15 points.
That's what it is, yeah.
And the barrier too. It's a 15-point barrier that puts everyone that has stealth in stealth basically. So yeah, 15 points is amazing, and you can bring them in for free. It saves the points for any Doctor Strange. So yeah, one of the best.
I also
CURs.
do like this combo with Mysterio, because if you're in range of Mysterio, you can't use improved targeting, and so if your characters have stealth, like even the improved targeting is just not going to work.
That is true. Do they share a keyword? Mysterio isn't mystical, right?
No, they don't share a keyword. But I mean, do we really care about sharing keywords at this point, or is it about combos?
I always care.
Can we go back to the Wong and Namor detective buddy show? Can we have Astral Strange show up occasionally?
Oh yeah, it's like the wise. He's the one that comes in with like the lesson of the episode that helps him solve the case.
No, he is going to. He's like Zordon. It's just Astral Strange that gives them their mission. That's who he is.
Like Zordon in really weird things. Like one time he's in a lava lamp, and then he's coming out with a coffee cup, and they're like, "Damn it, Strange! Stop it! Why are you in the toilet?"
Yes.
I have a mission for you guys.
Wong's got Namor just hooked to. This is how the series starts. They got it hooked to what's it called, Sopranos, and then you got the lava lamp, and you just have the Astral Strange just like almost like staticky because he's trying to get signal, and just pisses Wong off because he just gives him a mission.
Now, do they get from place to place with a sling ring, or are we going to give up those really good car scenes where they have to drive together and they're pissed about how each other drives?
So that's perfect. Yeah, so you can have the sling ring working, but like he has to concentrate, and Wong is just so upset one episode that the sling rings just don't work, and then we get those sweet car episodes. We can even have a submarine episode because I mean there are mysteries in Atlantis.
There are, yeah.
Dude. 100% them riding on the back of a whale.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
and then you can have Namor singing Andre Nicotina, where he's a Pisces, but he'd rather be a killer whale.
Where is that from?
That's an Andre Nicotina song.
I have no idea who that is.
Killer whale. It's a West Coast rapper, but he's got, I'm a Pisces, but I'd rather be a killer whale. And then they have killer whale sounds.
Sounds amazing.
It's amazing.
All right, who has Astral Clea? Or no, we already talked about Astral Clea, didn't we?
We did. She's still amazing player. She's awesome. I love her.
All right, then go to Astral Baron Mordo, who is 019. He's got the Mystics team ability, Ghost Realm, Mystical Ruler keywords. He's got a trait, Astral Form, which is the super senses, but succeeds on a 4 through 6, and a special damage power, Vapors of Valtor. Adjacent opposing characters can't reduce damage below 1. Again, only for 15 points. Basically, it's any damage, not from an attack, so you can run up to this guy and do what you're paying for the Prime Swamp thing for. And what's the other thing that did that, or did that rotate? What am I thinking of?
Sandman.
Yes, Sandman too. So only 15 points, and opposing characters can't reduce it below 1, so they're definitely taking some damage. But 4 range, 7 phasing, 11 smoke clouds, 17 defense with no powers, and then a 1 damage with that special damage power. So 7 phasing just to get wherever you want, and then you're making sure people take damage. Again, a great astral piece for 15 points.
So, with the various rule in place, I don't know if Pulp's going to have it, but I mean, there is a world where you just have him and a crap ton of Red Lantern recruits.
Yeah, that's not bad. And these guys aren't unique, so 15 points, these guys go up there. What are the recruits? They can move, but they can't be carried, right?
Yeah, but deals damage even if moved this turn, yeah.
Okay, yeah. They can't be placed, but they can be moved.
Yes, you move them 8.
Yeah, which is awesome. That's almost the whole map.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe in 2 years it will be the whole map.
Yeah, I'm expecting like 4x8s here soon.
4x8s.
There's literally just 2 rows between you and your opponent's starting area.
Might as well be.
Fight. Yeah.
All right, Miles, this is one of my favorite games. Save this big turd.
Okay, so for next we have Hannibal King.
No help here.
He is Mystics TA with Midnight Suns, Vampire Brood, Assassin, Detective, and Monster. He's got 2 traits. His first trait is Stealth, and if Hannibal King is on a Midnight Suns theme team, opposing characters can't use improved targeting hindering. His second trait is Super Senses. Smoke Cloud is free, but only to generate 4 markers. Improved movement characters at 100 points. He's 9 clicks with 8, 11, 18, 3 with charge, super strength, toughness, and outwit. And at 50, he is mind control, blades, claws, fangs, willpower, and shape change. You want me to try and save him? I'm not sure if I can save him, but I know someone that would love to play him, and that's going to be Westpool, because this is also another Ryan Reynolds character. So if you want to play Ryan Reynolds, because everyone loves Ryan Reynolds, you can play Hal Jordan, Hannibal King, and Deadpool, and they're all in Modern.
That's the best you got, is they're all Ryan Reynolds characters?
Hey, yeah, you put makeup on a pig, it's still a pig.
Yeah, this is a rough dial. Definitely not 100 points. And what is he doing at 50 points? Just you need to hit him twice eventually, but he's never ever doing anything. right?
Smoke Cloud is free.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. That could have been on an Astral. You know, give me Astral Hannibal King with just Smoke Cloud is free for 15 points. Now we're talking.
Yeah, no, it's this next figure. It's the sculpt for this next figure is underwhelming, especially because it had the greatest sculpt of the pre-carded era.
How did I miss Hannibal King? How did it not fall out of my booster and me just look at this and be like, what is this crap?
Yeah, this one's really rough.
Like, shouldn't the 50-point line, if it started between click 4 and 5, you might play it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if it is at click 5, yeah, for sure. I think that, yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. But, and then at 100 points, though, that's terrible. 100 points for that, even if it's an uncommon. Maybe 80.
Remove clicks 1 through 4 and just make them 50 points for clicks 5 through 9, and I think that you have a dial and a figure that's playable.
So I'm guessing he's had issues where he turns into a little bit more of an aggressive vampire type character, right?
Sort of, yeah. Yeah.
And that's what the 100 click is, where you got super strength, I'm assuming. I don't know the character.
Yeah, that's that's going to be the Blade Trinity. Ryan Reynolds is him at 100 points.
It's not that one. There's no way it's based off that. All right, let's go to Umar.
Miles, you taking bets?
I could take bets.
Can you make this work?
What to make what work? No,
exactly.
Saver.
No, Hannibal King. I'm gonna Umar's.
Oh,
Umar's way better than Hannibal King.
Well, yeah, but Hannibal King is setting the bar. I think the absolute lowest of the whole set so far, right?
Yeah, we got to 20. That's pretty good.
Yeah, before we actually hated a character.
Yeah. All right. Umar, the Unrelenting.
What a terrible name.
They are Cosmic Energy and Mystics. They're Demon Legion, Cosmic Deity, Monster, Mystical. Ruler, real name's Umar. So the Unrelenting's the title. Spellcaster, Unrelenting. See, I told you. When a friendly character spell one-shot is turned face down after resolutions, you may give an opposing character an action token. And then they have a special damage power on the first 3 clicks. Sister of Dormammu, Outwit, Shape Change, but succeeds on a 4 through 6. 4 range, 2 bolts, flies, 70 points for 7 clicks, starts as a sidestep, 6, 12 poison, 18 invincible, 3 special damage power, and then at click 4 becomes stealth, pulse wave, toughness, and shape change, and that's pretty much it. You do get senses late dodge, you lose toughness. I mean, I like this way better than the last piece.
It's just,
well, yeah. Sculpt swapping this so quick.
With what? What is this one from? I've never heard of
the
Umar
original
before.
one from Critical Mass. Yeah,
the
original one from Critical Mass.
We didn't play when they were made out of stone.
I know. I sent you the image. It's sculpt swapped. Easy. Best clicks sculpt ever.
Oh, get out of here! I can't even look at that. Ugh. Was that a hero click?
Yes, that's from Critical Mass.
It looks like a birthday candle.
It's the only other time Umar was made.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I would like to offer. I think we found the villains for our buddy comedy.
It's the Hannibal King, Umar.
Yeah, it's the Unrelentings.
As long as we can have Triple H reprise his role.
Sure, I'm all for that.
As the vampire with the grill.
For 70 points, you can't outwit her. She has outwit. She has shape change on a 4 through 6, and you kind of just can base someone, I guess, with poison. It just, again, it's just a weird dial. Even if you do get hit a couple times and all of a sudden you have pulse wave, it's not bad. I just don't know if I ever want to play it. Right? Do you just kind of leave her alone until you can hit her a bunch of times in a row, probably, since she's only sidestep? 6 speed?
Hear me out.
I will on this one.
You're opening boosters during sealed, and Umar and Hannibal King fall out of your booster along with 3 of those little place card guys, and you're like, well, I guess this is what I'm doing.
Man, that's
no, I'm paying
200
extra
points.
$40. Yeah, I'll get 40
to get new boosters
to go ahead and just 2 new boosters. Yeah, that's that.
I mean, it's really annoying though to get tied up by her, right? No.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
You could do that at 15 points with a bunch of the Astro guys, and they'd all be a lot better too. But
and then
okay.
team her up with someone like Nico. Now you're getting a
Mhm.
ton of spell one shots, and then after resolutions, you may give an opposing character an action token. That can be across the map, so you can actually just token people down with her.
Yeah, this is the magic of Strange Tales. Now Redmond's trying to polish this turd,
No,
and not Miles.
no, that's what I'm saying though. Like it seems like she does a ton of stuff, even at 70 points. It's so annoying to get tired down by her. Is there anything that gives plasticity in modern right now? Is it one of the symbiotes?
Spider Ham.
Oh, okay. So now she's got
Spider Ham
plasticity, and you couldn't shoot her if you were within 4. Is that good?
Yeah.
And then you just start turning one shots face down, and then you can still KO stuff with someone else that turns them back up. Just tokening out someone? That seems good, right?
I gotta see you do this in a monthly.
Well, that's a little
yeah,
different.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I think there's something there, but the problem is that like it's where modern is right now is that it's not aggressive enough.
Modern is not aggressive enough?
No, Umar isn't aggressive enough to make it work for 70 points.
Do you even need to run her up though, turn 1? So how many different spell one shots do we have? We got at least 5 or 6, right?
Don't want to say it.
There's shield. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
7. Speckled armor is not 1. So we have 7. But with somebody like Nico, you can add all 7 of those to your sideline because you're not paying for 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
So you have the potential on turn 1 or 2 to hand out 7 action tokens and completely tell your opponent they can't use some of their pieces.
Yeah.
That seems...
You've done it. You've stopped the
terrible.
Alpha Strike. you fixed modern.
You know what? You are unrelenting in your way of stopping the meta.
Call me Umar.
Yeah, that's...
All right, we can go on. I tried.
Yeah. All right, and what next? We have Dr. Druid, Defenders and Mystics, Avengers, Defenders and Mystical keywords. Has a trait Spellcaster Druidic Rights. When a friendly spell one shot is turned face down after resolutions, Dr. Druid may place a friendly character within range and line of fire up to 2 squares away from their current square. Okay, so now we're talking. So his special defense power, which is on click 1, he's 6'10", 18'2", with mind control, TK, outwit, and the special defense power, which is super senses toughness. Once per turn, Dr. Druid may reroll his super senses roll, protected pulse wave. And then he goes into like some supportish rolls at the end with phasing, pulse wave, regen, and support. But now you're looking at a case too. If you have you can have 7 of those one shots, and now with the shield, the wand agent that gives them 8 range, you can place a friendly character 2 squares, just boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
And then action token your opponent.
Yep, they would both trigger. And you could even move good old Umar up there by placing her. Now, her 6 speed and her sidestep gets her adjacent to anybody you want now, too.
Yeah, because you'll be able to place her 10 squares. And she's going to be... So she'll be on square 11. So she's 1 square away from full map reach.
All right, so we're at 50-point Nico, 70-point Umar, and 60-point Dr. Druid. So we're only at 180 points for a pretty solid 1 or 2 turns, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, you had to add 15 because we need the wand agent because you need to get him to 8 range.
Do we, though?
So
just move him up a little bit.
Yeah.
What's his 6? He doesn't need to do anything. He can walk up there. He can walk up with his 6.
No, you don't.
Nah, he's fine.
You don't want to waste an action. You don't want to waste that action.
All right, fine. We'll pay 15 points for the other piece. So we're at 195. It's coming together. It's coming together.
It's happening. And it's going to be a modern. Teams can blow everyone away. And then you're like, one shots are a problem. I guess it wasn't just the free actions. And the best part is that it's hard to decide what 2 squares. And so when you turn over that one shot, man, where do I want to place this figure?
You got lots of options.
Oh, yeah, tons. And you have to go through like which one is the best, because you got to go through, if you place them on, like to the left, one extra square, like they could get to you. So you're going to have to count out their reach to that square.
Mm-hmm. My opinion is the best thing to do would be just consistently counting out the same 2 squares, just to make sure you didn't miscount those 2 squares.
That's true. Yeah. 2's hard to get. Yeah.
It is.
I agree. I'm liking this team. Yeah.
Well, I got a real problem with you two, and you're going to hear about it now. You guys went to 195, but you didn't go to 235 because obviously Nord is on this build.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah.
No.
I was waiting for him to get to 260, and then he's like, man, what should we use for the last 40 points? Common Strange? I'm like, no. Nord.
We're giving him the mystical keyword. But we can do that stupid move, Miles, that you talked about with the sound box. Give him the green ring, and now he's handing out more action tokens.
Yeah. And see, so now you're saving 30 points from Umar by playing him.
I will say that we do need to find a piece that actually attacks, though, on this team.
Yes.
Why?
So,
you don't need to.
Yeah, I guess by turn 3, it's time over because it's just tokens.
Yeah.
Well, because by the time you count the same 2 squares.
Right,
yeah.
Then you got to decide who you want to put the tokens on too, right? So you're getting probably 3 turns on this team, and that seems totally reasonable to me, I would say.
And
and then you're giving up 35 points, so you're going to lose 35-0 from the one shots you turned over.
You have to say every time you put an action token, I could put an action token on them, or I could put an action token on them. But if I do that, you're going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
right?
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I love Dr. Druid. It's one of my like guilty pleasures of comic characters, like just kind of the weird characters that you just gravitate towards from the Avengers run. I'm not a fan of this one personally, but I will still play it because I love Dr. Druid.
I would just instead of Amadeus, I would just go, ooh, in the Simpsons, go, oh, help me, Dr. Zaius. It's, oh, help me, Dr. Druid. Dr. Druid, Dr. Druid. Oh, Dr. Druid.
So the super senses in general and toughness is protected pulse wave 2 then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in most,
would have to be if he can reroll his super senses roll, he gets toughness during it too.
Right, but he's already got toughness. So what are the odds of him taking damage from that pulse wave anyway?
Just figures with psychic blast or precision strike.
I guess. Okay. Seems weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like
it.
him.
It does. It's like there's
60 points for TK that has infinite protection against pulse wave. Cable still eats him.
Can I make a request? Can we have Redmond name this next guy?
Yes.
God damn it. Cassilius.
Oh, very good.
Damn it.
No,
Cassilius?
You're close to first. I think so.
Yeah.
Cassilis or Cassilius. Either one I would have been fine with. That was pretty good, though.
Yeah.
This was the... I want to call him Kevin Sorbo. That's not his name, though. He was in the first Doctor Strange movie, right?
Yeah, he was also in the Three Musketeers from 2011 with the eye patch.
Was it Kevin Sorbo, though, or no?
No.
What's his name?
No.
Come on, what's his name?
What his name is.
No, it's some German name, isn't it?
Hold on, we got the Google.
I'm on IMDb. It is Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, sounds like a made-up name. I think you lied.
Sure does. I also feel that's not German, though. Denmark. Fun facts there, guys. Fun facts. All right, who's taking this guy?
Well, you are now, because Miles took yours. We're out of order.
No, okay. All right, well, we have another spellcaster here. Am I taking him, or no?
No, you are. Please go
Okay,
ahead.
all right.
Keep lost contained.
Does this guy make my team? He's got the
he
Mystic's
could.
turn ability. 023.
If you have more Mordo.
How long have you been at Kamatage, Mr.
Doctor.
Mr. Doctor?
It's strange.
Maybe. Who am I to judge?
Yeah, if you have Baramordo, 100% he makes your team.
Well, let's find out. Martial artist and mystical keywords. The spellcaster trait, stolen spells. When a friendly spell one-shot is turned face down after resolutions, Caecilius may deal 1 damage to an opposing character within range. 60 points. He also has a special speed power, Mordo's Disciple, running shot and stealth. He has 4 range, 3 bolts. He has that special speed power on the first 3 clicks, 6 clicks of health. He flies. He has precision strike with an 11 attack, 17 ESD, and 3 prob. This guy is really great in sealed. And you can probably do something cool with for another 5 points, throw the, what's the energy explosion pog from Collector's Trove?
Yeah, the wand.
Yeah, that seems pretty good too.
So yeah, you get Mordo on the team, and then you just turn over your 7 one-shots, and he deals 7 damage.
Oh, that's our combo right there then, yeah. So what are we at if we don't put Nord on it?
We're like at, what, 270?
Oh, 270.
With Mordo.
Okay. But
yeah,
we basically
need a way
something.
to get him up there with his range. Yeah, and then you don't even have to roll dice. And the best part is that like you can choose who to deal the damage with, and it's a tough decision.
It is. It is. It can take a while. Like I said, probably 3 turns, and that's good.
Yeah. You're thinking too big. I'm talking 1 turn, 2 turns. Turn 2.
I guess it depends on the opponent might want to think about who they remove their tokens from after they're double tokened.
And you could ask them too. You're like, okay, like if you were me, who would you give the damage in action token to?
That's actually fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's really friendly of you.
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah, I think so. We can go to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. Dum Dugan.
Sexiest mustache.
Hell, I'll always fight. But you gotta do one thing for me.
What's that?
Open a tab.
Shield TA, one of the best mustaches in CLIX. Howling Commando, Shield Marksman, Monster, Robot, Soldier. He's 024. He's got a special attack power in a weird part of his dial, but he's got knockback energy explosion. When Dum Dugan uses it, he can use improved targeting blocking. And he had a special damage power. Why me, Nikki? Leadership. Friendly characters with the monster keyword have shield TA. He has improved targeting adjacent. He's 3 range triple targets, 60 points. He's 8 running shot, 10 precision strike, 18 toughness with that special damage power, and then that special attack power shows up on clicks 3 through 5, which I don't understand at all. But he's there. If you need a Dum Dugan, here's your guy.
So is he just on a team with monsters, or did he turn into a monster at some point?
It's the Howling Commandos.
Yeah. So he started in the Howling Commandos, and then as he kind of drifted more into modern and they never really aged, they kind of explained him away as that Nick turned him into a life model decoy, and the real Dugan had been basically stuck in stasis forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So is the real one out and about now, or is he still in stasis?
I think he actually may have died, honestly.
Good. Stupid name.
I want to give him a 2x4. I'm going to have to 3D print one and give it to him so he can be Hacksaw Doom Dugan.
Has he ever turned into a monster before, though, or no? He's just been in LMSMD and in stasis, and that's it?
LMSMD.
Yeah, he's teamed up with...
I'd have to really...
Frankenstein's monster, Cap Wolf,
Those are just teammates, though. He never turns into something cool, right? He's just a big Doom.
Well, I don't know how you don't know. If you really mustache, I think he's pretty cool looking by himself.
I will say that
his hat's dumb.
that Doom really, and even his LMD is really committed to that hat because he's never not with it.
Yep, that's where I was going next, and I don't like that hat.
Yeah.
There's only one hat that's worse than that hat that I can think of right now, and you know exactly what hat that is. The original.
Well, that's
Flash.
a helmet, so they're totally different. One's a hat and one's a helmet.
Headgear. How about that?
No,
that's fair.
I'd rather wear Cerebro than that. Cerebro looks stupid.
You know what? When I wear Cerebro, I'll make you think that Cerebro doesn't look stupid. How about that? That's how cool Cerebro is. And then you're going to go on a rant on how Cerebro is your favorite headgear of all time. You want to ride bicycles while wearing Cerebro.
Miles, you found Cerebro. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna make everybody believe this helmet's cool. You don't want to do anything else?
Yeah.
Nope. That's it.
That's my mission right now.
Yeah, I'm like, hey. And you can call me Cerebro, and we can drink protein shakes and eat potato chips together.
Oh man.
Yeah, could you imagine Flash Raptor with Cerebro? It's so good.
Unfortunately, there's no Cerebro helmets on Amazon, so that's unfortunate.
You're looking through.
Oh, I did.
There's
there.
one on Etsy.
Ooh,
Robin, I think you have the next one.
Oh, we're moving on. All right, this is Nick
Oh,
Fury.
if you guys are buying a Cerebro helmet, no, we're absolutely not moving on.
Miles is
No, it's
finding
on
the link
Etsy.
on
I found
Etsy.
it right here.
All right,
I just found it.
All right, send it to me.
It's 3D printed. I'll print it.
Okay, fine. Print me and yourself. We should just get Cerebro helmets, and we can talk to each other through Cerebro.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
All right, this is
so good.
025 Nick Fury.
I'll get that vampire's blood if I have to suck it from her neck.
This is not the LMSMD. He has the shield team ability, shield, marksman, soldier, spy keywords. He has a trait, the name's Fury, leadership. Once per turn, a friendly character with the shield TA may use it as free. He has a special defense power, Nick Fury. Toughness, willpower, friendly characters that share a keyword with Nick Fury modified defense +1 if they occupy hindering terrain. 60 points again, little expensive, 7 clicks. He starts with a 6 stealth, 10 precision strike. He has 3 clicks of that special defense power, starting with a 17 on his first click, and a 2 outwit, 3 range, 2 bolts. He does some cool stuff. It's some leadership, and the team ability thing for free is neat, but is it?
What
it's not
sculpt
worth
is
it,
this?
Right? What do you mean?
Is it Samuel? Is it Samuel
No.
L. Jackson or
It's David Hasselhoff.
Okay, okay, perfect.
Well, that makes it automatically better.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need this helmet now.
I'll 3D print it.
All right.
So the fact that the trait and the special defense power is the name's Fury, Nick Fury, implies there's other Furies. Like maybe there's a John Fury, a Bill Fury, a Mike Fury. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't there a junior?
Yeah, but he's still Nick Fury.
I guess. Do we like him?
No.
No.
Too
I don't.
expensive.
No.
Even that extra click, making him 7 clicks isn't enough. 60 is too much.
I can't, like, if he had running shot top dial and you're playing shield, maybe. This is another one of those where, like, I don't know why the dial's backwards.
I like the things he does, but yeah, he's not 60 points. You can get way cheaper just to get the shield TA and just get more damage on your team anyway.
Well, Black Panther Nick Fury, like, that one's actually really good.
For how many
you
points
could play
is that?
60 points of wand agents, one at 45 and one at 15, and it's better than this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Nick Fury. How about the next one?
All right, the next one is the first half of the Wand detective team. It's Wong.
And you are? Wong. Just Wong? Like Adele?
With shield and mystics. His keywords are shield, martial artist, mystical, and spy. He has a trait, the new wand, the new Wong and Namor detectives. Leadership, when establishing theme teams, friendly characters with the mystical keyword gain the shield keyword. He's 50 points with 4 range, 2 targets, 8, 11, 18, 2 with charge, precision, combat reflexes, and the special damage power, which is Feng Xingxi Tuning. Exploit weakness, opposing characters within range can't use probability control. I do like him. I think it's really fun that you can get Mystical and Wakanda on the same keyword with Shield, since you have him and Everett Ross. And I mean, you're talking Benedict Wong and I can't believe I forgot his name. Bilbo Baggins, Martin Freeman. Like those two alone, those would be a great part of it. We're gonna add Everett Ross to the detective agency with Namor too.
It's a whole group in the building. I like them more as like a very small group though. Just buds.
Yeah, but you need liaisons, you know? Like we already know that Namor has history with Wakanda, you know, and so Everett Ross is gonna be their liaison to Wakanda. So I mean it's
that
and you know the MCU, they like connecting all the series and movies, so you need to, you know, have special guest appearances.
Yeah, to connect it, ground it.
Yeah. And then, like, we can even go and bring in She-Hulk if you really want.
I didn't mind She-Hulk.
But no,
most people hated it.
I didn't either. The problem is that started off so great and just ended in a whimper. Yeah. But besides that, yeah, it's really cool, but it's tough because like we're to the point now where you're like, oh sweet, I can make this theme. But like in order to make it a theme, like you're actually hurting yourself competitively, and then when you build your team, you're like, why am I going theme? And I think that we need to try and make that the opposite, which is sad. It's just sad when you're like, why am I making this theme? This isn't good. Even though I think it's cool, you know, that you can get theme and get, you know, mystical with Wakanda, because Juggernaut on Wakanda would be really cool. Keeping the theme.
Yeah, Juggernaut on Wakanda would be cool. Why does he only have that special damage power on his first click, and then it's just naked for 3 more clicks? Why?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I also think we missed an opportunity to have you pronounce that.
Wakanda? Oh, yeah.
Feng Zhang Shi. Right?
Look at you.
Yeah.
I don't hate this piece. I think he's fine, honestly, 50 points. And with the stuff that Miles is pointing out, I mean, you're still getting leadership on those keywords if you really need it. So he's not terrible. He's just not like standing out and amazing.
50 points is just like a very specific number for me, where when you start looking at that, you need to be able to do enough to keep you on the board, and I don't feel like he does that. You know, so if he was, I don't know, 40, and that special damage power only on his first click really hurts him.
It should have been a trait, because when you're looking at him at 50 points and with what he does with the probability control, you're automatically going to go and compare him to a figure like Constantine. And then once again, it's like Constantine's map wide. So
yeah,
like the only reason why you would play this Wong is to go theme. But at that point, like I said, that by the time you build theme, the build is weaker because you built theme. And that should never, I just don't like how building theme would make your team weaker than if you didn't build theme.
And exactly what you said. So 50 points for Constantine, right? He does what he does so well. And if you're playing him, then he's going to be worth those 50 points. And he just doesn't do anything well enough for 50 points.
No. I do. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like him a lot. I think that he has place in pulp. And then I think that if theme mattered more, I think that we could then be talking. But I mean, I guess you're like, well, he can make Constantine shield, but then kind of defeats the purpose. Having that for only one click is really interesting. I know. I'm thinking of these theoretical people that, you know,
terrible theoretical example.
Yeah, you have to throw those out there. But yeah, I really love this figure. Wong is one of my favorite characters, even before he was played by Benedict Wong. Like, I loved him just as Strange's sidekick. Even though he really didn't have a lot of character development, he was just a cool supporting character that I enjoyed.
My biggest issue is that he just loses that special damage power and is blank on his next 3 clicks. That's my biggest issue with him. Otherwise, yeah, he's not bad.
That could have been a second trait. Yeah, that could have been a second trait. Like, just give him exploit weakness that traded. Like, does that make him, like, we see what's in the game already.
I think
it's not going to ruin
fine.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that. You still have to bring him up. He's only got a 4 range. I guess you do have to look at a little bit of this stuff, though, too, right? Anytime it says within range and not just, like, within X squares or whatever, then you look at how much shield is going to be in here, and he's already able to hand that out to team players. So it's not line of fire. He can easily turn it off within 7. Again, it's not the worst thing, because if he comes up, he can get shot pretty easy. But it's something to think about.
And you're not going to really be playing him as an attacker. So I mean, putting a tomb on him, I mean, isn't the worst thing either.
No, that's a good point. Yeah.
Just to give him that minimum 6 range.
Oh, I do like that. Yeah. He doesn't really need the penetrating damage, but
yeah, yeah. I mean, you're not going to really attack with him. So it's fine. I guess you can like late dial, but by that point, it's like whatever. I think really stopping probability control within his range is a minimum 6. So you don't have to worry about loading him up with people with shield TA. You can just throw him, wherever you want to get him into that 6 range.
Yeah. What about the next one, Pete?
Frank Drake. He's mystical TA. He's Midnight Sun, Stark Industries, assassin, detective, marksman, scientist. His real name is Frank Drake. No aliases. Trait, Midnight Suns, stealth. If Frank Drake is on a Midnight Suns theme team, opposing characters can't use improved targeting hindering. He's got a special attack power, Linda. Persistent strike, Frank Drake deals penetrating damage to characters with the monster mystical keyword. He's got improved targeting, hindering. He's 2-point cost. He's 85 or 40. At 85, you get 4 range single target. He's a boot guy. 7 sidestep. 11 special attack power, 18 super senses, and 3 perplex. And then you go for 40 points. You go to charge on click 4, excuse me. You go to 8 charge, 11 blades, 17 toughness, and 3 outwit. 40 and sealed, maybe?
He's better than what's his face, the worst piece that Hannibal King.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's that what Hannibal King has over him is that Hannibal King was actually played by a better actor. Dominic Purcell just is not a good actor, so that I think gives a 1 score to Hannibal King over
sure
Drake. I see what they're doing, but it's
I don't. What are they doing?
Midnight Suns needs they're trying to like this is their way of people complaining about how they want theme to matter, but it's just like, oh, let's just throw it on there. It's the same thing they did with Black Panther with the what was that, the crew.
Yeah.
It's just
we've
not
already
good.
seen better versions of this, right? Why would you play him at either dial for that trait on a Midnight Suns theme team?
I don't even know if you can. I mean, in the Midnight Suns theme team this has to be more for the casual like fun Monday thing, because
it's not strong enough.
It's not doing anything. Not at all, and it's not going to be stronger when you're looking at the figures they're adding, like Frank Drake and Hannibal King. Like I'm
trying to see what else is in here, and we just lost in Modern. We just lost Wheels of Vengeance, which had some Midnight Suns in it at least, right?
Yeah.
Did 048 Ghost Rider have Midnight Suns? He did, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you could use these guys, I think, as pilots for him.
Yes, which probably not doing. Not him, at least.
I mean, I think that you should be required to play Frank or Hannibal King as his pilots, just to give it a little bit of that handicap.
I mean, I'm fine with it. Yeah, we get to a couple of better Midnight Suns in the higher rarities, I guess, but they're not then buffing. There's no reason that you would play any of the lower rarity ones, I don't think, unless you're like just a huge Hannibal King or Frank Drake fan, which I don't think we got any here.
No. I mean, kudos for them to try and make a playable Ryan Reynolds character, but it's just not there.
Yeah,
it's better than Deadpool.
It is ish. It's close.
Now we're just grasping at straws.
Yes. All right, then we have the 028 Mindless One. He is mystical, monster, and brute keywords. Mystics TA. He's got a trait for the expendable goons. 1 through 3, you place a friendly character with the monster keyword up to 3 squares away from their current square. And then 4 through 6, generate a character with an expendable goon trait on its 15-point starting line adjacent to a friendly character. He has improved targeting adjacent to characters and through blocking with a 4 range. He starts on his first click with a 5 sidestep, 11 precision strike, 18 invulnerability, and 3 ranged combat expert at 50 points. Otherwise, at 15 points, he has those 2 clicks on 5 and 6, which are sidestep, 5 speed, 10 with no power, 17 toughness, and 2 with a special damage power, which is ocular beam, enhancement, and adjacent friendly characters named Baron Mordo, Dormammu, or Mindless One, modify range +1. So I like this one better. The improved targeting is pretty neat, and just if you compare him with Dormammu or Baron Mordo, the enhancements and then giving him that +1 range is, I think, pretty good for 15 points. So this is one of the stronger expendable goons, and they're already pretty good. But 50 points, 12 for 4, and then a couple of maybe 15-point ones. And now all of a sudden he's
so you give him a 7 range.
12 for 6 with a 7 range.
Now, do you give him a tomb?
Yes. He's got brute.
A tomb's mystical and martial artist, right? Or is it martial artist and warrior?
Oh, it's warrior. No, you can't. No, he's brute, monster, mystical though, so you're still able to give him that +1 longsword, which you're probably not doing. But the Ring of TK is not bad. Give him a perplex.
Yeah.
But pretty straightforward.
No, this is a perfect. Even that's why these mindless ones are really good at like what figures you want to give. That Ring of TK for.
Just putting it on them. They're perfect at 15 points to do that.
Yeah. I mean, Owlbear Cub we've seen is probably the best as dial wise, but these mindless ones actually are going to be really great support pieces.
These are perfect options. Either depending on your team, you can either have an empower one with a +1 longsword also if you go with 1 or 2, or you can do the enhancement. So they're both good.
No, I really like him, honestly. I think he's a great expendable goon, and I don't think you're I think you're right on. You could consider playing this at 50 points too.
This is probably the best top dial goon, right?
Yeah,
that comes to my mind. Yeah. All right, let's go to the possessors here. So we got 3 possessors in this one. Do you want to go over them, Miles?
Yeah. So the first one we have Shanzar. And during force construction, they're 10 points. You can add them to your sideline, paying its cost. Sideline active is for all possessor markers. When an opposing character KOs a friendly character, you may attach a possessor marker from your sideline to that opposing character. The attached character can use that possessor's effect and has power. Return a possessor marker attached to this character to its owner's sideline. When the attached character leaves the map, KO this marker. And the effect is when this character is given a move, power, or free action after resolutions, deal this character 1 penetrating damage. Second one we have is Nightmare. Same thing, but that effect is when this character deals damage, they deal half as much damage to themselves or round it up. So if they deal 3 damage, they're dealing 2. Because half of 3 is, let's me round it up. And then Jericho Drum is this character can't make range attacks or use improved abilities. The one thing I will say is I do like these possessors. I don't like how you're able to add them to your sideline. I think having these just be markers for specific characters, I think would have been best, especially because then it would have went in the booster with those figures instead of them taking up slots in the boosters.
Yeah, that's another thing is we didn't even mention that they take up a slot in the booster, which is one of the reasons it makes it really rough and sealed. There's some boosters that have
Yeah.
2 of these as 2 of the characters.
Yeah, and I think because we have these, we have figures in this set that like is Shanzar with the Prime, which we'll get into, Jericho Drum, we have, and then Nightmare, which is coming up, and so they all generate this from outside of the game. So I think giving them 0 points and just having them come with that figure as like a marker would be totally fine.
Yeah, the sideline stuff.
And I think that's probably
weird.
originally what it was, because the fact that there's no cards, so it almost seems like like that was probably like a last minute thing for them to add cards, and that could be potentially why it was, that's what I would think for why like it's missing cards in the set is it was like a last minute change, and they thought they had it and they didn't, so they went from, and which is crazy because it's like perfect for them being markers, and then someone got this wild hair up their butt and just like, I got an idea. Let's have them separate, and you can add them to your sideline. When in actuality, I think it would have just been best for the game as a whole to just be attached to those characters, and that can already generate it. No reason to have them separate game elements that you pay points for.
I'm a little torn on their effects, though. So going back to Shanzar, right? This is when a character is given a move, power, or free action after resolutions deal this character 1 penetrating damage. So you can't put it on your sideline. It's 10 points. Where do you rank this as far as taking up 10 points on your sideline?
You're not paying 10 points for it. I don't see I don't see it that, and that I think goes for like all 3 of them. I just, with how busted they've made the one shots, these possessors are almost going to be seeing very little play, very niche play.
So the only thing is that this happens immediately, right? So when opposing character KOs a friendly character, you may attach it from your sideline. So it's not after resolution. So if like they're doing a flurry or something like that, you can put this on them immediately, and then they have to decide what to do. It is just another way to kind of token them out, right?
Yeah, I mean it is, but it's even then. So okay,
sorry, not token them out, but make them choose if they want to take that power action or start taking the 1 penetrating damage. It's free. It's move. It's power. It's if it really wants to do anything, it's going to take 1 pen. So they have to decide if they've already come in to KO something.
But 1 pin isn't good enough. 1 pin isn't good enough. Look at the figures that someone's going to be attacking with. That just reduces penetrating.
That's a lot.
Not gonna matter.
Yeah.
So, like, this is one of the things that this is why if it would have only been attached, this is where one of the things where you do the unavoidable.
Yeah, because you
can't
take a power. Yeah.
1 pin train doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Because the opposing character, you're choosing which character is obviously going to do the KO, right? So
yeah.
And then you do have an option of power to take it off. That's probably not the worst thing. Most of the stuff that you're
no, because it's look at what they do with the unavoidable as it is right now, and I think that would be a fair and balanced way for them to do unavoidable, because like you want to try and mitigate when their attackers are going to deal with your teams. And when you look at the characters, and people even have like Animal Man, it's after resolutions. So Animal Man, okay, I'll take a free action to pick Invincible. Now Shanzar's just sitting there, whatever, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but then you look at anything that's doing like a charge flurry running shot, like Hidari Yao is now taking 2 penetrating damage to do a running shot, energy explosion, or pulse wave.
Yeah, it's Hidari Yao barely ever sees play. Look at what's seeing play right now. I mean, it's very few pieces that are seeing play. And the one unavoidable is that way. You know what? Do you want to bring out one of those dumb pilots and kill my figure? Okay, now I'm putting Shanzar on you. So now you're like, crap, I have to take this power action, because if I don't, I'm taking the unavoidable and giving my opponent 300 points. With where the game is at now, to balance it out, it's crazy to say that it should be unavoidable, because we're already seeing, with the pooping of the pilots.
Yeah.
There's 0 points.
A little 50-50 on it, yeah. Just because you could potentially, if it wasn't also free, then I think I would agree more with that. But you have the potential to, even just a running shot or a charge, you have a chance to ping them for twice. You're also then making them choose a perplex or a choose action and
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying with what we have in modern right now, like, what's the difference?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not even
sure, like, one
disagreeing
thing
with you.
that
I'm just
yeah.
saying it's a very strong
Yeah.
effect, right? So I'm not just gonna
Yeah.
say
But that's
immediately.
why
this is a
I
better
don't
way to
like it actually
do.
being payable.
It's a better way to
I would say
do limiting free actions, though. I'll tell you that, where you are now choosing, and it doesn't
so when
affect
you look
everyone
at the
equally.
figure, when you look at the figure that would bring this out, that's why you wouldn't have this as a payable thing. You would have it as a Prime Dark Hulk. So that's why I would do the one unavoidable. You're paying the Prime, and that whole entire figure is all about doing, two penetrating damage, and all that stuff. So like that's where it'd be fine with it. I'm saying that I would have had it not paid points for it. That's only attached to certain characters, like a marker.
Pete, what do you think on this one?
The whole thing with these to me is like you have to have something die, and I guess it gives you something if your piece dies. I don't dislike them. I think the biggest criticism, what Miles said is accurate, is that all this stuff, the cost of it is like double one shots that do way more. So you're never putting this on your sideline. And even the characters that it should have come completely with, like Jericho Drum, should just include this in his point cost because you can't play the Jericho Drum, the 031 with the chase without paying 110 points.
Right.
And he's one where you actually get to choose when to use it.
So just looking real quick at some of the top pieces right here to see just how it would affect it. So I'm just going off of the meta from the Fall Festives right here. So Predegaton, he does KO a couple things. I mean, that's not a bad thing to throw on him, right? Now he doesn't get to sidestep. Or if he's on his outwit clicks. There's a couple things there. He's KO'd plenty of things. Copycat's probably getting invincible from someone next to her. Chair Panther's really not doing anything. Rogue will shrug it off. What about Captain America, the Kilseum one? He's one of the top pieces right now. That destroys him.
Yeah.
I guess you could technically take the power to remove it and then still Flurry is free if he's on that click. But if he takes the power action, he would still take the damage to go on to click 2 and he wouldn't have that anymore. So he'd have to find a way to heal. I don't think that's bad. Reverse Flash, that really hurts him. He's going to Hypersonic and then he's going to Flurry is free. So you can ping him twice. He starts going down quick. Zala. Sinestro, he's dead. The Colossal. I just think there's some potential here, right? The Pegasus Captain America.
I wish that. I just don't think there was a need for them to be like paying 10 points for them. That they should have just been attached to characters like markers instead of them trying to add, extra things.
Yeah, right. But I'm trying to look at stuff that if it's worth playing or not because of what it really is. So there's stuff that, like we said, is going to shrug it off.
And it's only when they KO. So
wait, well, how often are these pieces doing that though? That's why I'm just in the top here. But look at this could be a way too to deal with Spot, right?
Yeah. So if you add juice to the equation with it, for sure, because Spot and Cap have the luxury of just taking a power action and removing it, and they still can flurry.
Well, Captain America couldn't anymore because he just took the power action to remove it, and now you still would get pinged, right? It's just like Mystics. After resolutions, you deal this character 1 penetrating damage. So you power action remove this, it pings Captain America, now he's off Flurry. Or he's off his free Flurry, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, with the way it's worded, yeah. I think that, yeah. I wonder if that's intentional or not.
I would think so. It's definitely how it works.
Yeah.
The other ones I do want to mention, though, like Juggernaut shrugs it off because he reduces penetrating damage. A-Bomb probably shrugs it off because he has Invincible for most of his time, unless you can outwit his damage power and then his Invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would need 2 outwits. It hurts Spot, and then Cable shrugs it off unless you outwitted his defense once. So I don't know. For 10 points, I think there's some potential there. You just look at what's in the meta.
I just think it sucks that it's taking up 2 booster spots, and I think it would have just been, instead of adding these things,
There's plenty of negatives
they
to
should
it.
just been markers. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think the markers for the figures, because now you're talking. So if you remove this point cost and you want this effect, now you're talking about, okay, now we can see potentially like Nightmare. Now you're like, okay, I like what Nightmare does. So now you're thinking about potentially playing Nightmare. Now there's 0 chance you play Nightmare. And so this will discourage you from trying to play a figure, whereas if they were markers, okay, if you want to get this effect, you have to play this figure.
See, and that's, again, where I'm torn, because I like what you're saying, but at the same time, I would like more options and more things. So still, if I'm only going to get to use this one thing if I play this one figure, I don't like that. What you're saying sounds really cool, and I like that. So maybe, I think you mentioned this, but maybe making it 0 points on that figure, that would be fine.
Well, no, that figure just generates it. If you read the figures, they just generate the marker, which is crazy in sealed because they don't even come with the markers.
Oh, I thought you still had to pay for it though. What is Jericho Drum?
No, they just generate it. He just generates it. That's what I mean. It's you don't pay for the marker. You just generate it.
It doesn't have to come from your sideline.
No,
not if it says generate. I thought you had to pay for it though. I'm just trying to look at Jericho Drum real quick.
Jericho Drum is
no, from your sideline.
Let's see, instead of normal damage.
Yeah.
From your side. Okay.
Yeah, so you still have to pay for it. See.
Yeah.
That's where you just pay for his. Nightmares isn't.
I was like, damn it, did I just misplay the whole monthly? Nope,
okay, because
Thank God.
Because Nightmare is once per game. When Nightmare hits, you may generate and attach an 030 Nightmare marker to a hit character. So Nightmare just generates it.
Oh, that is weird. All right, we're not.
Well, that's how they all should have been then. Yeah.
Yeah, I assumed they were because I looked at Nightmare first. I'm like, okay, they have to be that. So Nightmare just generates it, but your Prime and your Chase, you have to have a sideline slot for it. Makes no sense.
Yeah,
it makes no sense. So, but that's why I was saying that, because I read Nightmare, so that's what I was saying is attached to them. I didn't realize that you had to pay the points to have it on their sideline for the other 2 pieces. That makes no sense. No, the Chase and the Prime should have just generated just like Nightmare.
Well, let's look at Nightmares here. So his is when this character deals damage, they deal half as much damage to themselves rounded up. Although that sounds cool, I think most of your pieces are doing 4 damage, right? And they have Invincible. If they did penetrating, that wouldn't matter, right?
5. No, but 5 damage, like you're talking like, because you're going to be able to get, Rogue, they want to bump her up, so Rogue's going to be coming in to hit for 5, so you'll be dealing more 1 damage.
Each time?
Yeah.
Is that worth this 10 points? It destroys the Scar team, who's hitting for 7. Now all of a sudden he's dealing 4 damage to himself every time.
Yeah, and now you're looking at, man, maybe I do play Nightmare at 50 points for that, And now it's like, okay, it's pointless because now I'm just gonna put it on my sideline for 10 points.
And you can always outwit defense powers, right, on something to make it damage more.
You also have Barry Mordo.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
This is one of those things, though, when you look at all the pieces in Modern, you're trying to hit hard, so there's a chance where this does play out better. But I guess, what do you think? You think the average is 5 damage?
For the heavy hitters, absolutely, I think it's 5. I mean, obviously you have figures like Cable that's different, where it's just technically 1 damage because they're not going to be dealing the knockback. So it's only,
Rogue is 4 without close combat expert, so you can put the sword on her. She's gonna be probably 5. I know there's ways to get her up a little bit more too. So, I don't know if it's really worth the 1 damage.
No, that's why it's just it sucks because they're taking up slots.
Yeah,
and they don't come with the cards. I know it's print and play, but it's and the Prime and the Chase should have just generated it just like Nightmare. That just makes no sense. In order to actually get a full function from your Chase, you have to pay an extra 10 points.
We'll get to Nightmare in a sec. Pete, what do you think about the Nightmare Possessor, though? Just as itself, not connected to any other element.
I think this one's better than Jansar. Just because anything that's doing huge damage, giving it back to themselves, half of it, like there's a lot of pieces that you can't have this go on.
And so that's
Like,
another thing too is that
Hidari Yao chews herself completely up.
When this character deals damage,
right?
Oh yeah, because
if you multi-target and you deal damage, you deal 3 things. You're taking 5 back.
Well, they deal half as much damage to themselves. How would that work? Would you be taking the damage back instantly? Probably.
So let's look at, because it's not after resolutions. So Hidari Yao is when she deals damage, hit characters dealt less than 3 damage are dealt 3 damage instead. So she's dealing the 3 damage. So deal. So it's
She'd be hitting herself back
she
for
hits
2.
3. If she hits 3 figures, she's hitting herself back for 5.
But wouldn't it be instances of 2? Do you know what I mean?
I guess, but total damage dealt it's where it's.
So when this character deals damage, they deal half as much damage to themselves. So she would deal 3
so
and
she
then probably
deals 3,
take 2,
deal
deal
2,
3, take 2, right? Versus if she deals 3 characters 3 and it's 9.
So 3 instances of 2.
Right? I think that's what it would do. The big thing again though is that this is something where you give it to them when they KO something. So if they have flurry and 4 damage, do they want to take that second flurry to potentially take 3 damage? So it's not bad. And then it's something that can go back. No,
and it's interesting too with
line.
flurry is that you can actually KO a figure after the first attack of their flurry because it's not after resolutions. So let's say they're on their second to last click, they use flurry to KO something. You put that marker on him. He dealt 4 damage. So you deal him 2 and it KOs him. They don't get the second attack.
Well, no, because the damage would be dealt, and then something would be KO'd, and then you put it on him, right? Unless you're talking about they damage multiple pieces. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because if they deal it to multiple pieces, that would be correct, right? If they have 2 bolts, they KO one thing, you put this on here. Now he deals the other damage to him, potentially KO him.
Yeah.
That's how that should work. So these are just interesting to me, and it's just a new element, so I try to look at this stuff a little differently.
I think it's more so of how they went about doing it with the piss poor way of missing the cards. It feels like a last second change.
Yeah, it doesn't feel completely thought out.
It just feels like a last second thing because we've had these markers before for figures. And that's exactly what these are. They're markers for figures. And then it was just like a last second change. We're like, and then,
All right, last one of these is Jericho Drum. So the effect for him is this character can't make range attacks or use improved abilities. So that's movement and targeting.
Yep.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, they're already getting to your team and KOing something. So I'm on more extremes with this one. Because they've already done something, they've already attacked, and it's a close, heavy game still. So if it does swing after this set to more range, or at least 50-50, it makes a little bit more sense. But the improved abilities is what's the most interesting. If Hidari picks up, that's great. I guess that would affect Cable too, though, right? Because he would not be able to see through characters with his Pulse Wave. So maybe this is a really smart play for 10 points right now. Pulse Wave is coming back. You don't get the improved targeting abilities through that. You wouldn't be able to see through stealth, right? No, because you would turn stealth off still.
The 10 points isn't. You got to remember, he has to KO something, so he already pulled off his Pulse Wave.
Well, yeah, but he's doing it a second time. But he's doing it a second time.
Yeah,
So he wouldn't be able to see through piece. I don't know. It's again, something to consider. And Rogue is something where she's probably KOing something and she wants to go KO something else.
Once again, though, another reason why I say that I don't want this to be a sideline active, the sidelines are getting way too out of hand. Like it's getting to be ridiculous, and that's why I would prefer them to be markers. The sidelines with the one shots and everything are just, I'm fine with it because I can handle it. But there's a lot of people that just are you shitting me? Really more sideline stuff. I think it actually more people dislike the amount of sideline active stuff than enjoy it.
I'm at the point now where I hope we continuously get more stuff that is worth adding, so everyone doesn't have the same 6 elements on there. Because realistically, everyone has what? Fortify, Resolve, Aries. That's the 3 that's on the most, I would say. And then what? Depending on your build, tons of leap climb stuff for Animal Man. So you're seeing the web swinging one on there a lot. And what else?
Well,
would
now
you
you
say?
can go back. You're going to go down to here. Well, the Crimson Bands. I mean,
That's another one that you're going to see everywhere. Yeah. So,
Images of Icon.
So eventually, though, people are going to have to start picking what they want, you know. And I already see people playing with Juiceless, where that was something that, you know, it was just on everyone's sideline. But we're at the point now where people are leaving that off. People are leaving Mimic off because it's not.
Wait, they're leaving him off
it.
because he's not good, and it just he doesn't. You know, he's just not good. Actually, I think the reason why a lot of people are actually leaving him off is because they're seriously sick and tired of that piece.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But it's
the main
easy to
reason
drop
why,
though.
yeah.
It's getting easier to drop him for that reason. Two of the big things though that
which is why he's fine.
we move on from Jericho Drum Marker, if Hadari Yao KOs something, she's losing that crazy targeting she has through characters elevated and hindering.
Yeah.
And then Rogue, she automatically breaks away. And she has improved targeting block or movement blocking. So she's probably going to KO something when she comes across the map, right? Put this marker on here. All of a sudden, she has to break away, and she's not going to be able to go through walls anymore. You can potentially start barriering people in. I think all these markers honestly have use. You just have to think about them a little bit more. So I know you'd rather have them generated from characters, but they're not.
No, that they don't. Like I said, the only reason why is, like I said specifically, is because like now you have a reason to play Nightmare. I guess you technically do because technically you don't have to pay it, but yeah, that's.
Well, we'll get to him in just a second.
That's the only reason why you play that figure.
Let me just ask you this, Redmond.
Great
I have a question.
Yeah, super good.
So you've gone through 3 of these; are all 10 points.
Yep.
What are you taking off your sideline to pay this 10 points for?
Right, that's my point though. I think that on the right build, this would start making sense. So right now, the thing with my team is that I need leadership, so I have to play Fenix. So I don't have any room to add any of these better things right now. If I end up going, Mystical is just so tempting right now though that I might eventually switch here sooner than later. But going to my team, I'm signed into Oliver's name. I think my only one shot. Oh, I'm paying 10 points for Animal Man, which is the only thing that I can do on my team is drop Fortify, which obviously is not going to happen. Or, man, where is this?
Well, you'd have to drop something else besides Fortify because it's double the points.
Right, yeah. So the only thing I can drop here, I'm just talking about for sideline in general because of how locked in I am. So I have Fortify, and I do have Pin Particles for 5 points, and then Animal Man is costing me 10. So that's really the only flex spots that I have. Otherwise, like my Sinister is not equipped, and I have the Animal Man on Morph. So I could drop that, but Morph is just so much better with Animal Man, and I need leadership because for some reason Mr. Sinister and Madeline Pryor didn't get it. So I need the Fenix on there too. So I have Fortify and Pin Particles that I could mess around with, and that's hard to choose that. And a lot of my stuff is, I guess I have the Mastermind on Madeline, so I could try to get a Phantasm KO'd. So maybe that's not the worst.
Yeah.
And usually, but then here's the thing too, right? So let's say I kick off Fortify and Pin Particles for one of these, then it's just an easy choice for Chair Panther to take one away anyway, right? So even if I make that switch, I guess people have chose Abscissa and Ares though, but a lot of times it's Fortify too. So I don't know. It's one of those things where if I have more time to play test, I would consider it. I definitely am not writing it off though, I'll tell you that. Because if I can get one of my little Phantasms KO'd, all of a sudden I can have one of these effects, and that seems really good. You now have to think, what do you want to do next? And like we just said, it's not after resolution. So someone flurries, which a lot of these pieces are doing, or someone else has a prime cable, you better make that first pulse wave count because your next one's not going to be, or you can't even make it because you can't make range attacks. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. I think that there's a lot of potential with these.
So which one do you like the best?
That's hard. I feel like I like Nightmare the least just because there's a chance they're reducing a lot of it. If they're doing 4 and they have Invincible, they're just not taking anything, right? So I think that's why I like Nightmare the least. Then I want to say probably Shanzar just because he affects more things, whereas Jericho, they're already coming in and they've KO'd something, so you're just preventing them from moving on with the improved abilities. But taking away range attacks right now with some of the, even though it's close heavy, the scariest pieces are range with Hadari and Cable. And this really hurts them. So I don't know. I'd say it's between those two. And I can't pick. But maybe Shanzar? Where are you at with them after the discussion?
I mean, I really like Jericho Drum, honestly. He really alters a piece. I mean, anything range attackers, or like you said, Pulse Wave, that was where my brain initially went to when I saw him was, well, there's no more Pulse Wave after this guy gets attached. Or you're going to have to take a turn to clear him. And you can't take him off any other way than power action, so that piece can't do anything else other than its free actions unless Juice is playing, obviously.
Right.
But losing the improved abilities is huge too. Even on somebody like Rogue, now she's not busting through walls and getting away.
That's huge, right? And so
yep.
Try to maybe Mastermind comes back more too with these. So I
think they're interesting. The cost is weird to me. The lack of coming with the characters that I really think that they probably should have is just strange to me. But I don't dislike the utility. It gives you one more thing in your bag of tricks.
I will say that they probably should have been, to kind of what Miles was saying. How about something like the spell one shots like Nico does, where it's, or the gauntlet ones that Loki allows you, or some of the collector's trove pieces where you get to add 3 to your sideline.
That doesn't
maybe
count.
Yeah, so maybe it says that you can add this to your sideline without paying its cost. I think that probably would have been the way to go with it for those characters, right?
Yeah, it's just crazy that the lowest rarity figure is the only one that generates it.
Yes. Miles, how would you rank these though? With for what they are, how would you rank them as sideline pieces? Not their effects, not their coming with characters or
just
the
from their
characters
effects. So,
just for their effects.
I have Nightmare, Jericho, and then Shanzar.
Nightmare, Jericho, and Shanzar. So pretty much the opposite direction of me. Definitely interested to hear your reasoning.
Well, you're going to be picking the figure that you're going to be putting that Nightmare on. So I'll definitely be putting that on a figure that will be able to deal the damage. Shanzar is going to be, I think Shanzar's effect is great. But, and against the right piece for sure. But those are usually going to be figures that are going to be weakening pieces. And then, Jericho Drum, not making range attacks use improved abilities. Range attacks. Now in Silver, I think it does change. I think in Silver, 100% you go Jericho, Shanzar, Nightmare.
Jericho, Shanzar, Nightmare. Okay.
I think Jericho's number 1 in Silver. And I think it's something that, that's where you really, obviously we have Silver states that these aren't legal. But, rightfully so, because I still think there's some things that, need to be looked at potentially. But range attacks on a bigger map is always going to be, bigger. And then improved abilities, is huge. So.
Man, I'm leaning more towards Jericho Drum the more I think about this too. Just being able to shut down the improved movement that just like Destroyer has.
So, and then also, if the main reason why is I don't really want to delve too deep into it until we get to the chases with Jericho Drum, but there's tons of ways to really get his alpha going to where you can just shut off their go-to. Now, the shitty thing is that you can have Chair Panther, and this is another thing that that sucks, is that now you have Chair Panther that can shut these off, whereas I think the characters that they're for should have just been able to generate them. So that way you can't shut them off because they're not coming from your sideline. They just generate them.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. Or if they don't add them for free, then maybe they can just generate them instead. And
Yeah,
it would still
because
be
like
fine,
Cherry
like
Panther can
Nightmare
stop
does.
it.
Yeah. So that'd be
But
fine
yeah,
too.
Jericho Drum I think there's a way to get him to do a full map alpha. So.
Well, yeah, we'll get him to on the next episode. Pete, where would you rank these guys before we go on to the rares here?
I think I side with Miles. I would go Drum, Nightmare, and Shanzar.
Miles said Nightmare, Drum, Shanzar.
Oh, so I'm slightly off.
So, but then
I
it's interesting that we're all
agree.
different though. So that's kind of interesting.
But I do agree that Drum is way better in silver than the other ones.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Miles, do you want to take us to the first rare?
Yep. So the first rare we have is Dormammu.
You will never win.
Mystics and Cosmic Energy. Cosmic Deity, Monster, Mystical, and Ruler keywords. Has 3 traits. Improved targeting, hindering. 10 clicks, 200 points, 5 range, 2 targets. His first trait, he starts with 8, 12, 18, 4 with running shot, precision, invincible, and range combat expert. And he is a giant, something that I just realized. His first trait is Eater of Souls, mind control. When Dormammu uses it, you may target characters adjacent to one or more friendly astral Dormammus, regardless of range or line of fire. Second trait is Spellcaster Malevolent Will. When a friendly spell one-shot is turned face down, friendly characters with Astral in their name or the Ghost Realm keyword can use poison this turn. Lord of Chaos is Leadership Mastermind. When Dormammu uses leadership and fails, after resolutions, you may generate a character named Mindless One or Astral Dormammu of 15 points or less on their starting click. So I really liked him until I found out he was a giant. I'm not sure how I feel about him being a giant.
What's wrong with him?
Because you can't really equip him to try and work out some of his weaknesses.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of he does enough that he's very fun to play, but yeah, I don't think you're ever doing much more with that, just having fun with him, which is fine. But he interacts with a ton of stuff, and he's not going to get boring to play. Which is what
no,
you
but
want
you
with
also
200
look
points.
at it too. We have 200-point figures with stop clicks, like Moon Knight, and then we have him that just it's whatever.
Can you
I
outwit
realize
him?
that he's able to make all these stuff. No, he has cosmic energy.
Moon Knight does.
Moon Knight does, yeah.
Okay. He just does like so many things though. He's generating the astrals. He interacts with the astrals.
It's
he interacts
very
with
interesting
a ton of stuff.
that you want him to fail his leadership,
right?
To generate his mastermind fodder.
Which he's generating
the mind control.
Yeah, those guys on their own too. So he does enough things that's pretty neat. Playing with a couple,
it is, yeah.
God, Mordos, right? And now you can tie people up and poison them.
Yeah, and also too, it's just friendly characters with Astral in their name or the Ghost Realm keyword. So if you have anyone that can generate bystanders that have the Ghost Realm keyword, they also get the Ghost Realm keyword, which is worth remembering.
Yeah, so you can power action something with one of the rings too. Put it on a bystander, or a construct.
Yeah.
So he does a lot of cool stuff. He's going to be really fun to play, but I don't think he's making any waves or anything. Pete, where do you land on Dormammu?
No, he's hard to get through and sealed. I think he's a fun piece. I don't think he's anything past that.
Okay. Who's next?
Scarlet Witch.
The hex was the easy part.
She's Mystics. She's Avengers Brotherhood of Mutants Midnight Suns Mystical Wanda Maximoff. She's got a trait Hex Magic. At the beginning of the game, you may roll a d6. 1 through 3 generate a standard terrain marker within range. 4 through 6 generate up to 2. 0, 1, 4 Astral Scarlet Witches. She's got another trait, Spellcaster Ward of Protection. When a friendly spell one-shot is turned face down, modify a friendly character's defense +1 to your next turn. Then she has a damage power called Hexcraft. Shape change probability control, but may target characters with Astral in their name or the Ghost Realm keyword, regardless of range and line of fire. She's 70 points. She is 7 clicks. She's 5 range, 2 targets, flight, running shot, 8, 11 precision strike, 18 ESD, and that 3 special damage power. So I'm good. I'm good.
So for 70 points,
70.
why is that once a game, like once at the beginning of the game? Like, why not just have her generate 2 Scarlet Witches at the beginning of the game, and then if you really want the roll a dice thing, have it generate a standard terrain marker 1 through 3, and then maybe give the 4 through 6 generate an astral Scarlet Witch, but max 2 or something?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why it's at the beginning of the game. It could have easily been, I guess, beginning of turn.
What
You
is
think
she?
that? Oh no, he's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And-
don't. I don't know.
And it's a standard terrain, right? So it's not even anything.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't see
it's
the
gonna be
70
water.
points here.
Yeah, water, smoke,
Blocking or hindering.
hindering or blocking. Yeah, that's it.
This is another one of those dials that feels like it should have been 2 different dials. Like
Yeah.
3 and 4 should have had another line, and you should have had a 40-point line there.
Yeah, so then she could have been more of a support piece, and then you're not even worrying about the Hexcraft special damage power.
Yeah, but even then, you're still not. This is, if you really want to play Scarlet Witch, is a 25-point one that just is in every way better than this one.
I was thinking about this the other day. I think the Scarlet Witch is becoming one of the pieces we have the most of. For a while, I think it was Wonder Woman, but Scarlet Witch is getting up there now.
Oh yeah,
they're about to bring her back into the MCU, so we gotta try and make sure that they have tons of Scarlet Witches. Who'd have thought that back in the early '90s that it wouldn't be Mary Kate or Ashley Olsen, but their younger sister.
Yeah, I think about that probably 3 times a week and twice on weekends.
I legitimately it's a thought that I
They disappeared a long time ago before she came up, though.
No, they did. Well, because they didn't disappear. They just got into fashion.
It's basically disappeared. They're not
And
even.
now,
they're not the face
yeah,
of anything.
but now one of them looks like they know what's going to happen to you when you die, and one of them knows, how you're going to die. Like when you. That's what it looks like.
All right, let's bring it back to Agatha, who's 034.
I take power from the undeserving. It's kind of my thing.
She has the Mystics team ability, Fantastic Four, Celebrity, Mystical, and Past keywords. She has a Spellcaster trait, which is Coven. When a spell one-shot is turned face down, after resolutions, you may heal Agatha 2 clicks. When another friendly character with the Mystical keyword is KO'd, after resolutions, you may turn a friendly face-down spell one-shot face up. Oh, so she's different, actually. When another friendly character with the Mystical... Usually they have to do the KOing, so this actually is really good.
No, that's what they're. Yeah, that's what was being talked about, because you have mystical pogs, so you can just get that images of icon over and over again.
All right, yeah, I didn't realize that she was different. So she's already better than Scarlet Witch. Another trait: a witch's work is never done. Willpower: when Agatha rolls a single d6, if the result is a 1 or 2, after resolutions, generate an 015 astral Agatha within range on its starting click. Again, way better than Scarlet Witch. Improved targeting, hindering, 4 range, 2 bolts. Only 75 points. It's an 8 running shot, 11 precision strike, 18 energy shield deflection, and 3 shape change. Click 4, she goes to phasing with pulse wave, 17 super senses, and a 2 range combat expert. So she can get those astral Agathas out with shape change or with range combat expert. No, sorry, super senses.
Or
regen.
with willpower.
Or willpower,
regen,
support. She actually does
breakaway.
a lot. Sure, breakaway, support. She has a ton of ways, and it's not once per turn, right? She can pump those out.
Yeah.
And I know how I like to roll my 1s and 2s on single d6 rolls.
Oh yeah.
This is, when you look at it like, oh, that's just too much for 75 points. I honestly think that it's about right.
And she's generating
Honestly,
15-point pieces. Yeah, she's generating 15-point pieces that lets you bring one-shots back. She's actually way better
Well, and
than
the
I
one
thought she
shot
was.
is the fact that you dictate when to turn the face up one shots, because you can manipulate that with the, bystanders.
And how many times can you use them? Stack your sideline with them. Play Nico or something else. Is she the only one that gives the +3?
You can trigger the same one shot multiple times in a turn.
Yeah. It's Images of Icon you couldn't put on the same character because it's a free action, right? The character uses the free, but you can use it on multiple characters then.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's what I mean. So you can use it on multiple characters.
Is Images until the end of the turn or until your next turn? It's until your next turn, right?
Yeah, until your next turn.
Yeah, so
there is something there potentially with, if you can find the mystical figures to KO and to just keep flipping that over so you can protect yourself from an alpha. I will say that I know that, she did babysit Franklin, but she does not need Fantastic Four keyword all the time.
Well, this one does, I guess. The Disney Plus one.
They all do.
Disney Plus
well,
one
no, because they're not Fantastic Four. No, because that's just from the Disney Plus. But every other Agatha has Fantastic Four.
She's the coolest Fantastic Four character that I've seen.
Your opinions on comics just is obsolete and just it's not even worth even arguing with.
Or is it just different and worth hearing?
It's not okay. So I guess the word different is correct, but it's also incorrect because you don't have any knowledge, so you just say things to say things.
That's very, very hurtful, Miles.
Them are fighting words.
Okay, so knowledge outside of the movies.
I read X-Men.
We're talking about Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I will never ever pick up a Fantastic Four comic.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I didn't. I was just saying when I said comics, talking about the Fantastic Four in general.
Who doesn't want to know that as somebody that does not read Fantastic Four, that Agatha is my favorite Fantastic Four character? That seems like a solid fact.
Yeah, but it's not really a Fantastic Four character.
She's got the
keyword. You know who my favorite X-Men character is?
Don't say it.
Why not?
I don't know. It's either going to be Nort or Beak, because I absolutely hate Beak and I hate Nort. So who is it?
Well, no, it's like, like my favorite X-Men character is Sasquatch.
When has he ever gotten the X-Men keyword?
He hasn't. He's just my favorite X-Men character because he's from the X-Men comics.
But he doesn't have the keyword ever. So that doesn't.
It doesn't matter about that's
so you can
that's
know
how
comics.
inaccurate
I guess
this
I'll just know the HeroClix pieces a little bit better than you. I guess,
Yeah,
but you can know your comics. I'll know the HeroClix pieces.
You could say she's your favorite character with a Fantastic Four keyword. That's what I was saying. That's fine. I'd have to agree with you there.
You don't think that the babysitters become part of the family sometimes, and they absolutely deserve a keyword?
It was for such a short amount of time.
Yeah, but I don't know, they're making dinner and they ask her to stay and she eats with them. I don't know. She deserves it.
Yeah, I think a Canadian hairy man deserves to get the X-Men keyword.
That's a weird way to word that.
Well, to be fair, there's a couple of hairy Canadians that have the X-Men
I was
keyword.
waiting for that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes, there is.
I got you.
Yep.
I got you.
There's just something about hairy Canadians. I don't know.
Well, there's just some things about 1,000-year-old babysitters that have become younger by eating the souls of children.
Yeah. Yep. Not going to touch that.
Yeah, I like the piece. I like the sidebar to a point, but she's way better than Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, this is way
this
better
is
done.
a very, very good. This is a very good rare, honestly.
I think she pulls off the dual hair color better than Rogue.
Let's not get carried away.
Purple lipstick.
I do like the purple
She's
lipstick.
got the gloves.
Well,
I
so
mean,
does
this
Rogue.
could be Rogue.
It's
This
Rogue's
could be
mom.
Rogue. Yeah, this is This is like, what if this is Nort? So her real parents are Agatha and Nort.
That is the worst.
It's in the DJ lore book. Sorry.
You know what happens?
Nort and Agatha.
Do you know what happens? That's
Rogue.
how you get Beak. That's how you get Beak.
That's how you got Rogue.
No, absolutely not. All right, let's go to Bloodstorm, Miles.
All right, and Bloodstorm next is he's a unique. Nice to see the unique ring. Hydra, Vampire, Brood, Herald, and Monster with the Mystics TA. 2 traits, Blood Coven, Leadership Stealth, free, generate a bystander on this card. Bloodstorm hasn't generated this game. Eternal Hunger, he starts the game on click 5 and he has Steel Energy, and when he uses it, he may heal past his starting line. And then he has a special attack power only after he's healed. He starts with 8, 11, 18, 3 with Charge, Super Strength, Invulnerability, and Shape Change. And then when he heals up, he gets to 10, 12, 19, 4 with Hypersonic Speed, the attack power, which is when Bloodstorm hits after resolutions, you may choose a hit character. That character becomes friendly to your force and may make an attack, then revert forces. And then he has Impervious and Exploit. So he's able to hit, deal damage, and then mind control him, essentially. He is the Hypnotic Arrow.
So, Miles, I know we were just talking about how you know a lot about comics, and I know way more about HeroClix. And so this guy actually has the attack power on his 9th click as well, not just when he heals up. So, fun fact about Bloodstorm. Coming from
I know. It's, yeah.
Well, no, you didn't, though.
Starting click.
Well, you didn't, though. So,
yeah.
I mean,
I have to get corrected because I don't play modern, so it makes sense for you to know.
And this
more
is a
about
modern
clicks.
piece, right? Yeah. So I guess I just know more about modern HeroClix, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
You know more about modern comics, so that's totally fine. So,
I don't know. No, actually, you probably know more about modern comics than I do. So
that's okay. I'll take it. It's probably not true, but I'll take it.
I haven't read a comics that's like within the last 4 years. It is true.
What about the bystanders? First of all, I think we're all disappointed these aren't individual pieces, right? This seems like a really cool team. I know nothing about the team, though. Does anyone want to fill in? Who knows more about this team?
So this had to do when essentially Blade was controlled and the vampires kind of took over everywhere. This was a team that was made to specifically counter the Avengers. And so every one of these guys did something that basically took an Avenger off the board quickly. So it was a very cool thing where the vampires came out of hiding and tried to take over the world. So it was a great storyline. Very fun.
Is there more pieces?
I am wondering if
more people to the team. Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, that's all the bystanders. Cruel, all those guys were all individual. Like they should have all just been individual characters. They're all interesting and unique.
Miles, what were you gonna say?
It's weird because he is a rare, unique, just like he makes the bystanders just like Morlun. Yet Morlun can make the bystanders more than once, and so it's like, oh, they think that's too powerful. So the next figure that does something similar, they just like, no, you can only generate 1 per game. I think it's interesting.
He's a little less points, but yeah, it's similar for sure.
Well, less points at the vampire dial, so that would make sense.
Oh, they're both vampire dials, right?
Yeah.
But Morlun's
No?
what, 75 or 90? Morlun starts on click.
No,
yeah, he
Morlun's
does start
not.
at click 1. You're right. Okay.
He's 80, I think.
He's 80.
Yeah,
he's
he's
expensive.
80.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 80 or 60 or something like that. Yeah.
Pete, just do you want to go over the bystanders though? And I would like to know which Avenger they took out fastly and how that translates to their powers, if you are able to do that.
Oh man, I'm not ready to do that. I'd have to remember it.
Well, I'm sad now.
I know that they made short work of Thor pretty quickly. Like this was not like an unpowerful Avengers team. Like these are pretty A-list guys that they were going through quick. So I'd have to go back and look at the comics. Sorry.
All 4 of them probably beat Captain America pretty easy though, huh?
Oh yeah. One of them was actually dressed in an Aquaman suit when he did it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
All right, you want to bring us to the next guy?
So.
Oh no, what's up?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, no, I'm good.
Opportunity to move on. Pete's jumping on it.
This is, there's been some tangents tonight, boys, and they've all been great. All of them. Every one of them. Every last one of them. Sorry, I'm waiting for units to update here. Okay, there we go. Doctor Strange.
That's not how the spell works, and it's very difficult and dangerous to change it mid-casting.
He's a Mystics TA. 036, Avengers, Defenders, Illuminati, Midnight Suns, Detective, Mystical. He's Dr. Stephen Strange. He has a trait by the Vishanti. During force construction, you may add 1 Agamotto, Oster, or Hogarth to your sideline without paying its cost. When Agamotto, Astra, or Hogarth chooses a character to be their avatar, they may choose Doctor Strange even if he is another character's avatar. That's interesting. He has another trait, the Montesi formula. Power, until your next turn, Doctor Strange has opposing characters within range can't use black standard powers, //. If Doctor Strange has 2 action tokens, he may activate his trait as free instead. Then he finally has a stop click all the way down on click 6. Welcome to another reality, Dracula. Stop, super senses, but succeeds on a 4 through 6, //. Opposing characters within range can't use improved targeting or improved movement abilities. He is 4 range single target. He does fly. He is an 8 running shot, 11 pulse wave, 19 super senses, and 3 probability control. He is 75 points.
Meta defining.
Why don't you go into it, Miles?
Figured you would, because this, you love Spirit of Vengeance. That stop click is for Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah, being able to drop this
barrel
guy out,
is back, baby.
Barrel is back. This could be the first guy you drop out and totally protect your team.
Yeah. So Chair Panther's picking him.
Yeah, there's a good chance. Being able to add one of those things to your sideline without paying its cost is pretty neat, though. It still does count towards the 6, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He does enough things.
So you can stack him, though, as an avatar, right? In silver? Yeah. You can god him and then do one of these guys?
Yep. Yeah.
Well, you could do all 3 and another avatar, right? It says when he chooses any of the 3 listed, when Agamotto, Astra, Hogarth choose a character to be their avatar, they may choose Doctor Strange even if he is another character's avatar. So he could be the avatar of like Khonshu or whatever. Then also each one of those would be able to do it, right?
Yeah, I think that's so worth it. Just straight 40 points. Just load him up with 4.
I'm not saying it's worth it, right? Well, it'd be.
It'd be amazing.
It'd be 30 points, right? You're paying for one of the Disney Plus avatars, and then you get one for free, and then you have to pay for the other 2. So it would be 105.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Huh. He's very interesting. 75 is super high. He does a lot of cool stuff. I do like the black power thing too. This is a burster aura. Opposing characters within range can't use black standard powers.
That's where it's
power until your next turn. Doctor Strange has.
He has.
Yeah. So that's
Cosmo.
Yes, that's
Cosmo has opposing characters within range can't use the chosen power.
Aura.
That
so
is
it's an aura. Yeah. If Doctor Strange has 2 action tokens, he may activate this as free. It's a free trait. He may activate this trait as free instead. So yeah, he does a ton of cool stuff. I actually used this guy last night on the release day, and activated this. And unfortunately, time was called before the round came back to me. But I was able to shut off stealth and outwit, which were huge. But like, how many people have steal energy right now? Regen obviously isn't a big deal, but you're able to turn that off. And again, it's within range and it's an aura, so you can have people with shield or perplex up as range, and all of a sudden they don't get those powers. So bring them up, turn off outwit, stealth,
steal energy, and outwit are huge.
Yeah. So again, 75 points is a lot, but he does a ton of really cool stuff, and you're able to add that one to your sideline at least for free. And I forget which is the one where you heal after you use prob or perplex.
The first one. So was it Agamotto?
No, it's definitely not Agamotto. I think it's
Astra.
It's the girl.
Astra, yeah.
Okay.
It's Astra.
But keep in mind, it's not like the same way the other avatars work, because you choose those avatars, which we haven't gone over yet, at the beginning of your turn, not at the beginning of the game. Or, sorry, you don't assign them, I should say. So you can choose who you want to put it on each turn. So you can add it for free with him, and then put it on somebody that starts with perplex, and then just heal with the use of a perplex. So you can almost count him as 65 points. So there's definitely something here. He's a very, very cool rare.
Yeah, I think we're going to see most play, though, as a Spirit of Vengeance pilot.
Yeah, being able to shut all that stuff off, and people are triggering him anyway. So you bring this guy out first, And now people can't
If
bust
they're not
through.
playing Chair Panther, yeah, now you just play to go second because you're like, oh, because everyone's so used to, without barrel, everyone is just so used to the maps essentially being blank. And
Go
so,
wherever you want.
Like maps like, yeah, bunker isn't a problem. Now all of a sudden you're like, okay, and it says within range, so you can make it up to 7.
Yep. And
And
now
so-
Rogue can't fly and bust through stuff.
Now what are you
She
doing?
can't automatically break away.
Yeah.
What Abomination? It's not breaking through everything.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, he's good as he's an amazing pilot option. Bring him out first, and then
Yeah.
I think he does enough stuff that you can create some pretty unique teams with him too. So I like this guy.
Yeah.
Anything to add there, Pete? Or are you good on him?
No, I really like him. I think the ability to stack avatars is really interesting to me. Like, I just think that there's a lot of fun stuff that you can do with this guy. And I generally like Doctor Strange's, and this is a really, really good Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I like this one, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm less of a fan of the character, and this might be my favorite one, actually. I think so, that we've ever gotten.
Time to sculpt swap them. This is Blue Mage Strange right here.
What is Blue Mage Strange?
It's Strange with he has a blue mask. There is a, he is in silver. It's the Prime Baron Mordo,
I was
but
gonna
that's
say, that
originally
sounds like
Doctor
Baron
Strange's.
Mordo. Okay.
Yeah, no, that was yeah, he wore that, but no, that was Doctor Strange. He had that alternate costume for a decent amount of time back in the 70s. That was Blue Mage. Yeah.
All right, then we have the A side of the Prime. This is 037 Blade.
I was born ready.
He has the team player team ability Avengers, Midnight Suns, Monster, Mystical, and Warrior. A trait Dusting Vamps, Blade Claws Fangs. When Blade uses it, increase the result by +2 if the target is above their starting click. That's kind of neat. Giving in to my hunger, Steal Energy. When Blade KOs an opposing character, you may replace him with the 037B Blade on click 5. If you do, after resolutions, deal each opposing character adjacent to that blade 1 penetrating damage.
That's going to have to get errated.
Why?
To say even if this power is lost. Because technically it's... Oh, never mind. After resolution, so it should still work.
Yeah, it still should, yeah.
Yeah, just like all the other things, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you're ever... Why would you ever play this guy over the Prime? I mean, I guess he's kind of a fun 70 points, but for 75, just play the Prime anyway?
Yeah.
Would you consider putting him on
No,
your
if you're
sideboard?
building, you play the Prime, right? But
Yeah.
if this is what you have, he's not bad and sealed. And he's not terrible at 45.
I hate him at 45.
Really?
A
Oh man, he did work at 45.
A 3 charge. If you play him at 45, you're absolutely not getting that Prime in. A 3 charge, yeah, the 12 attack is fine, but you're not. Why are you quaking? Combat reflexes. He never has a reducer.
You're not.
The
You're rolling
leadership
blades
isn't
every time.
terrible.
You're rolling blades every time. That's what you're doing.
I feel like maybe you play him at 70 and try, but realistically, I think you just 75-point blade. I don't know. Running shot.
No, I played him at 70 from sealed, but you absolutely, if you're building, you're not playing this piece.
Yeah. Sealed is fine for the Blades Claws Fangs thing, result +2, but he's a running shot 12 for 4 with that range combat expert, and then you're just hoping he doesn't get taken out and you can KO something first. I don't think that's enough, so I think you're never playing this guy, and we can probably go right into the Prime.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm waiting for HC units to load. It's being not too good for me right now.
Oh.
No.
Now, what's
Like
neat,
at all.
it looks like the rare blade has some cool sunglasses on and his mouth is closed, and the Prime is full vampire mode with his mouth open and fangs glistening.
And he took his sunglasses off, so he means business.
Oh, yeah. He's in business mode.
Yeah, he's at the nightclub.
Was that enough time to
I think you're-
load HC units?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yes, it was.
This
Yeah.
is Prime.
Sorry, so he has there's a Prime Blade with
There's only been one blade. There's only ever going to be one blade.
with Mystics. He has Avengers, Midnight Suns, Vampire Brood, Wakanda, Monster, and Mystical. Real name is Eric Brooks, aka Wesley Snipes. Trait Vampire Hunter, Hunger, Blade starts the game on click 5. Stealth, Steal Energy. When Blade uses Steal Energy, he may heal past his starting line, and heals an additional click if he KO'd a character this turn. Has a special speed power on his starting line of click 5, as well as clicks 9 and 10. He's a 10-click dial. And he has them on clicks 2, 3, and 4. It's Charge Flurry. When Blade hits after the attack resolves, you may move him up to 2 squares. Blade may move between attacks during Flurry. And he has a special attack power on clicks 3 through 10, even though he only starts on click 5. Blade's Claw's Fangs. When Blade uses it, after resolutions, opposing characters adjacent to the target are dealt 2 damage. So his starting line is 8, 11, 18, 3 with the special speed and attack power, invulnerability, and Battle Fury. And he's able to heal all the way up to a 12, 13, 26 with Hypersonic, Precision, Invincible, and Exploit. I like him with the Black Lantern ring.
Yeah, I keep going back and forth between Black Lantern and Godkiller Sword.
Again, I only say the Black Lantern ring because the Bloodstones, I think, is going to really be seeing an uptick.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be able to heal until he KOs something.
But no Bloodstone. No Bloodstone. He flurries. He's at top click. If he hits both times. Right?
Well, he'd only be, if he KO'd something, yes. If he, no Bloodstone and Black Lantern ring, yes, he's full without a Bloodstone. Even if he didn't KO something. Because he would heal 3 if he KO'd something.
Yeah, but if he has flurry, so if he just hits 2 things, he's going twice anyway. He just has to hit twice with the Black Lantern ring.
Yeah. Yeah, he just hits twice. Yeah, that's why I like the Black Lantern ring, because that's instantly click 1. He also has Avengers, and there is the past Avengers team that can just bring something over.
Yeah, that's a good call too. This was a piece that if I knew no one else was going to play him in our monthly, we had 8 people. I thought we were going to have like 2 or 3 of this guy. I would have totally revamped my team to play him. I was just trying to get some other pieces on the board, so I was surprised that no one played him because this guy is awesome.
I was surprised as well that no one played him.
Yeah, if I knew no one was going to,
I was expecting to see a Black Lantern ring on Harris's hand, just playing that blade. You know, I was disappointed.
Pete, where does Prime Blade rank for you?
Compared to like other primes, or just so here's my thing with Blade. He's an amazing attacker. He's very straightforward. Just beat the brakes off you, Prime. On Avengers, I like him. On Wakanda, I still like Panther better.
Okay.
Overall, I think Prime Cable and A-Bomb are still better. But if this dude goes off with a Black Lantern ring on and all of a sudden you're like 12 hypersonic, 13, 20, that's not great. Yeah. So I think he's cool. I would play him for sure, but I'm probably gonna play 2 or 3 other primes before that, which that's crazy to say still. It's just 100% just how good the primes are right now.
Which is awesome. I think that leads to more creative team building. I love the movement on this guy too. You can move after you hit with the first flurry, improve movement through characters and flight.
Yeah.
This is easily one of the reasons I would move to Mystical also, is this guy. There's so much to love about Mystical right now.
You wouldn't do Avengers?
No, honestly, I find Avengers to be a boring team.
Even though with the pass and you're able to you can pretty much make your version of Avengers.
Yep, I honestly don't like the keyword cheating like that. This is where we fall more into enjoyable versus best, and I prefer enjoyable. So that's just not my style to mix past and Avengers to make my version of Avengers. I just don't want to play pieces that keyword cheat. I don't like it.
Well, you made Sky Tyrant X-Men.
Oh yeah, that's because it's X-Men and it's Sky Tyrant. When you have the opportunity and it's right there, obviously.
Sky Tyrant is Avengers now, though. You gotta look at that, and you're not using a restricted piece.
But I don't like Avengers. This guy, this guy has Avengers. Monster and he has Mystical. Those are like my 2 favorite generic keywords. So I'm easily just gonna throw them on those.
Avengers is where it's at.
I hate Avengers. It's a boring team. Let's go to 038 Ghost Rider. Mystics team ability. What?
You're 100% wrong that the Avengers are a boring team.
So I understand that
But go
they
on.
have a ton of history,
Go on.
and many people love the Avengers. Many people love the Avengers more than the X-Men. But as somebody that grew up on the X-Men, and that's what brought me into comics, I know more about them and like them way more. So to me, going from an X-Men team to an Avengers team is not exciting and does not interest me. And seeing Monster and Mystical is way more, again, interesting to me than Avengers. That's just me. Pete.
Yeah.
That's all.
Ghost Rider.
038.
Mystical team ability.
Oh, do you want to go? Go ahead.
This curse. But vengeance calls.
Back on track. 038 Avengers Midnight Suns Monster Mystical Vehicle. There you go, Miles. Vehicle's back. Roberto Reyes.
It's never left.
Hellfire Portals. He's got them. It's a trait. It sounds dangerous. At the beginning of your turn, generate a fire smoke terrain marker in a square within range and line of fire. At the beginning of your next turn, even if this is lost, deal 1 damage to a character occupying that marker, then remove that marker. / when an opposing character is knocked back into any smoke terrain marker, deal that character 1 penetrating damage and stop their knockback path. He's got a special attack power, Searing Chains, knockback. When Ghost Rider knocks a character back, he may choose the direction of the knockback. Well, that would come in handy if you had Hellfire Portals, which he does. He's 85 or 60. He's 4-range single target. At 85, you get a hypersonic 9/11 special Searing Change power, and then you get yourself some Invincible and a Perplex. At 60 points, you get charged that special Searing Change power, and then you get Invincible and Exploit Weakness. How do we feel about this one? I think he's fun. I don't think he's great. I think he's fun.
I think he gets chewed up way too fast and doesn't get to do what you want him to do.
Despite having Hellfire Portals.
Yeah.
And Searing Chains.
I mean, the moves sound
This
cool.
book was Ghost Surfer.
This guy's better than Ghost Surfer.
Yeah. Well, isn't he less expensive and better?
Yeah.
Yeah. So less expensive point-wise and money-wise.
Yeah, we should talk to Bookwood about this guy.
Oh, no. Never mind. Ghost Surfer's 40 points.
40 points is suck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's go right into the 039 Nightmare. Cosmic Deity Monster Mystical Ruler keywords. He has the Mystics team ability. He has a trait, Parasomnia. When Nightmare hits, after resolutions, you may give each hit character an action token. Once per game, when Nightmare hits, you may generate and attach a 030 Nightmare marker to a hit character. And then he has a special speed power, Lord of the Dream Dimension, mind control, and stealth. Free, place Nightmare in a square up to 4 squares away from his current square. He has 2-point dials, 90 or 50. At 90, he's getting a 7 speed with that special speed power, 13 attack, 18 invincible, and 1 perplex. 6 range, 3 bolts. If you play him at 50 points, you're starting on click 4 with a 7 phasing, 12 precision strike, 18 invincible, and a 3 shape change for 7 clicks of health total. No and no.
No. I don't know. We have never really got a good Nightmare.
He's always way overcosted. He could be such a cool piece, but I'm never playing him for 90 points, right?
Maybe that's why they made the markers payable, because they know that no one's going to ever play Nightmare, but they want to see people play Nightmare. So they gave the possessors point costs.
Yeah.
You know, here's what bothers me about this. His real name's unknown. What if it's like Lamont?
What if his first name is Knight and his last name is Mare, and we've known his name all along?
It was him. It was him all along. Everything bad thing.
Just Mr. Mare.
He did he did convince the twins of Alpha Flight that they were Asgardian elves, and that's why North Star was sick, so he had to leave Earth to move to Asgard.
I thought you were going to tell me about the twins of Olsen. Again.
They were also in Alpha Flight once too. Really, a 13 attack? Like, we don't like a 13. Like, we can't. You can't put a Serpent Crown on this guy for 100 points.
I guess that's better, but what do you do? TK him, free place him up to 4 squares, and then mind control with a 6 range. I guess it's, and then he doesn't have that precision strike anymore either, right?
And then just watch somebody one turn him the next turn, but you're like, yeah, but I got the Serpent Crown off.
And then someone picks it up and bashes your next character with it to kill him. I don't know.
All right, Mr. Mayor. I think we're done with you.
Yep,
Mister.
Let's see. So this is a perfect one for
Next!
Miles.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to go about this.
This ought to be good.
All right. All right, next we have Morbius.
Personal science log. The bite from the bat somehow made me feel stronger. I feel energy surging through me. I can hear every heartbeat around me.
With the team player. He has Midnight Suns, Spider-Man family, Vampire Brood, Monster Scientist. 2 traits. His first trait's Midnight Suns with stealth. If he's part of a Midnight Suns team, opposing characters can't use him. Improved targeting, hindering. His second trait is Eternal Hunger. Morbius starts the game on click 5. Steal energy. When Morbius uses it, he may heal past his starting line. He starts on click 5. Just like that thing said. It's 9 clicks deep. Click 5 is 7-Eleven. Great store, by the way. I love their cheeseburger bites. They're like hamburgers or hot dogs, but cheeseburgers.
Sounds disgusting.
17 defense and vulnerability. It's amazing. It's a cheeseburger in the form of a hot dog. Okay, it's good. And 3 damage with the damage. I am a doctor, you know. See, they missed a. They could have had like I am a doctor and a vampire.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. It's for McCoy, Star Trek, you know, because it's like, damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a, whatever. His outwit support. When Morbius heals another character after resolutions, heal Morbius 1 click. Morbius may heal past his starting line this way. So you're just going to support him, okay? And then he heals up to click 1 to be a 10, 12, 19, 4 with hypersonic speed, precision, impervious, and battle fury.
Yep.
I guess you're gonna
stop it. He's better than it. Yep.
Yeah, he's actually
Mister.
decent.
All right.
So you're gonna heal up your Loki after you deal him his damage, just to heal him to click 4, and then you're gonna heal him to click 3, and now he can get going with a move and attack.
So you start on click 5. You're taking an action to heal to click 4, where he still has sidestep. You can use that power one more time. So now you give him his second action token. So now he's on click 3 and he can charge, but he's got 2 action tokens. So now turn 3, he's going to need to clear. So finally on turn 4, he's on click 3, which is just an 8 charge, 11 super strength, 18 impervious, and 4 battle fury. And you can't just support people anymore.
Yes.
He's a team player.
He better be doing something with that dial.
You can put him with Prime Lobo, okay? He's got support early, so you're treating him as a support piece early that can attack. And then as you get him up higher, and you're right, your criticism if you're going to go straight attacker right away is absolutely valid. But he can also heal with steal energy, so if somebody comes near him as the bodyguard, he can protect himself and still get the dial up. He's only 50 points.
That's so many points, especially on a Lobo team. He offers literally nothing except taking all of the other team abilities from other people. And then it's still the same thing where you're not removing tokens, and finally turn 4 he can attack as an 8-11, 18-4.
I mean, I'm not saying he's game breaking, but he's not like terrible. We gave way more time talking about way worse pieces than this.
I don't know.
I think that you're just letting your hate towards 32nd to Mars really skew your view of this figure.
I actually I don't know if I like the character from the Spider-Man Amazing, animated series. He was kind of annoying, actually.
Well,
But
no, they couldn't show him as a vampire, so they had
gave him
him
little suction cup hands.
Yeah, to not suck blood, but just plasma.
Right.
Yeah, no. I just think you hate 32nd to Mars.
That nothing to do with it at all.
It's Jared Leto, because I also feel the same way.
This is similar to.
So I used to.
What?
I used to love the Morbius character, but I'll be honest, the movie it just made me not enjoy the character. Like, the movie was that bad.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, like I used to be a huge Morbius fan. I used to have like all of his old comics, even some of his old Fear issues and everything, and just it's.
So we've gotten since we've started playing, we've gotten 3 Morbiuses, and it just makes me sad when we keep getting a character that just is not good.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like Nightmare, right? Where you keep getting this character, and it's like, well, this should be a cool character, and it's not, and you don't want to play him.
I agree. And actually, I will say though, the Beyond Amazing Morbius was at least fun, but yeah, they were not good.
Well, at least he can charge on click 1 with exploit weakness and blade, so he can do something cool, right?
No, this is what you do with this Morbius is you drop him to
in a box and don't play him.
35 points.
Oh, okay.
Like
to make
35 points.
Sure.
Yeah, because you're going to treat him as a support piece. I mean, look at the dial for the 15-point vampire.
Yeah. That vampire.
He's not an attacker.
I would rather play. Look, you can play 3 of those vampires for 45 points, or you can play Morbius at 50 points. Every single time I'm playing 3 vampires.
Yeah, no, I think Morbius should have been dropped down a good 10, 50, I think 35, 40 points. I think
drop him down the toilet.
Now we'd be talking. But yeah, and
he's
it's
not
like I said,
bad.
He's bad.
He's not that bad. He's not that bad.
I can't
have
enjoy
a problem
the
with anything
anymore.
that you guys said until we're dropping him down a toilet.
But I won't play him. I just, like I said, Jared Leto literally ruined like my enjoyment of the character.
Is there any movie that hasn't ruined something for you?
Yeah, there's plenty of movies that haven't ruined anything for me.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I mean, Catwoman's horrendous, but like I don't hate Catwoman because of that movie. Like that's how bad Morbius is. The only Catwoman movie.
Oh, the Halle Berry one?
Yeah, the sweet basketball scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, that's how bad like Jared Leto is in that movie. There's so much potential with that.
Oh man, you guys are rough out here tonight.
Save him then, Pete. Nope, save him. Save Morbius. This is your time to shine.
No, I told you.
Yep.
I told you. I think you think of him as a support point piece, and I don't think he's game breaking. He's not going to hit a meta table, but there's things you can do with him. It's unique. You can support somebody, heal him up one, carry him up, use him for outwit. He can still sidestep, and you still don't have an action. Only have 1 action token on him.
Dang. So
he can give people free attacks. So he can choose someone to do a free attack with Kyle Rayner. There.
No. So you're paying 50 points for a support piece. You fly him up to outwit something. Then you're giving up 50 points, and now he's dead, so he doesn't have outwit anymore.
So, well, I mean, if we're going to go with that argument, I mean, Prime Cable eats him in 1 turn, but Prime Cable eats everything in 1 turn. So what's the point, right?
Well, maybe if Morbius could hit something, maybe if Morbius could hit something and get above, then Cable wouldn't eat him.
No,
he actually, if he gets to click 1, Cable would leave him on click 9. That's how good Morbius is.
I'm gonna play this dude, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to get him to click 1, just so he can go through your team, so you can shut up about it.
I look forward to it. We will talk about it when that happens.
He's not as bad as you said he was. You wanted to drop him down a toilet. We gave way more time to other pieces.
Miles is saying drop him to 35 points.
Yeah, he'd be great at 35.
He's okay at 35.
He's not. He's 50.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but HC Units has done an awesome update to where it tells you the figure's reach.
No.
Next to the click numbers?
Next to the click numbers.
50 points, 5 clicks, 3 squares.
What are you talking? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
three
that's
squares
interesting.
is 3 squares is pretty cool, right? You can hit something from 3 squares away.
Well, I mean, compared to
with
the
that
85
sidestep.
point Hulk, which decked, that's still 2 more squares than what he's got.
Yep.
Okay. And this Hulk is good, actually.
He's fine.
No, he plays way better than you think he does.
No, I played against him.
He's
He was
sneaky.
super annoying. No, he's good. Do you want to talk about him?
Yeah.
He has
I do,
undies. I love him.
He is purple undie Hulk. That's what I described him as too. So it's the Hulk. He's got Avengers. He's got Defenders. He's an Avengers Defenders brute monster. He's 041A. He's got a trait, a challenge question. Willpower, //. When Hulk is hit after a resolution generated Doctor Strange bystander max 1, // when Hulk misses after resolution generated Namor bystander max 1. He's 85 points. He's 9 clicks. And when he first fell out of the booster, and I'm like, 10 leap climb, 10 super strength, 17 invincible, and 3 in power. Yeah, that's how my night's going. And then I started reading him even more. And I was like, well, this isn't too bad. If you get up there and he gets hit, you pop out a Doctor Strange bystander, which is, hold on. So he's a phasing ESD. I remember that. And he's got a special damage power where he has shape change and hands out shape change. He's also a 10 energy explosion. So he's pretty good. And then the Namor bystander, which actually I never ended up using. Waiting again. Is a 6 sidestep dolphin, 10 with a knockback, and when he knocks back one or more characters, he may choose the direction of the knockback, 17 in vulnerability, and 3 in power. So when you start to get these bystanders out, this piece completely changes. He also pairs extremely well with 001 Strange, because now he's got Mystics. So you just run this dude up and stand in the middle of a group of people, and they're like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, he's
No,
way
this is a
better
great Hulk
than
dial.
yeah, he's way better at than face value, and it adds a lot to it. Those bystanders just giving him a lot more flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing that's worth pointing out is the fact that you're trying to find figures with great values on their last click for SOV on a budget. This Hulk is really great. I mean, he's a 1325, so you're popping him out with 13 attack, 5 damage.
So let's say you do that and you hit him. You would still be able to generate Doctor Strange before you remove Hulk?
And so, right, it's after resolutions.
Right.
So after resolutions still happen, right?
Yes. And that's what what's Spirit of Vengeance?
Instead you're removing from the game.
Yeah, but
When
which one?
When it would take damage.
But as far as order goes, you're hit first, then you take damage, right? So he's hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does Vengeance say exactly?
Trying to get to load. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. This game, the generated character can't heal or be replaced, and if it would take damage, instead remove it from the game without scoring it.
So would that happen before or after resolutions effects then?
Yeah, but so would the blade when you replace him.
Yeah, but the difference is that he's gone, so there's no place to generate Doctor Strange. It's not that it doesn't trigger anymore, it's the fact that he's gone, so you can't
that's
generate
true.
him anymore.
Yes, there wouldn't be. Yeah.
But I guess you could still, if someone misses him though, on a 20 defense, you can still bring out Namor. That's not bad.
No, it's when Hulk misses.
No, when he misses.
When Hulk misses, okay.
Yeah.
Which he probably won't do. All right.
No.
I'm not sure.
Well,
It's a good.
Never
it's not a
seen
bad,
my dice.
Not a bad
Yes.
option, I guess. Let's go to. So this is the final one of the night. This is the Prime Hulk, Dark Hulk.
Yes. At last, I have gained complete control. The primal strength of this body is immeasurable. I've never felt such raw power. And with it, I shall crush this world and enslave its people and make it my own.
He has the Cosmic Energy and Mystics team ability, 041B. Cosmic, Monster, Mystical keywords. He has a trait, Sorcerer Supreme. Dark Hulk has Safeguard Mystics. When Dark Hulk KOs an opposing character after resolutions, you may turn a face-down spell one shot face up. Another trait of the Strange Dimension, Charge. When Dark Hulk uses Mystics, he instead deals 2 penetrating damage. He has a special speed power, which is your boastful little man, plasticity, free, make an attack, but only to target a character that rolled to break away from Dark Hulk since your last turn. And then a special attack power, unbound by magic's laws. Super strength, when an opposing character targets Dark Hulk with an effect other than an attack. After resolutions, you may attach a 029 Shanzar marker from your sideline to that character. He is only 80 points. He has improved movement through blocking. Starts with a 10 leap climb, 12 super strength, 18 invulnerability, and 4 damage. Click 3, he gets that special speed power with the plasticity. And then he gets the special attack power on click 5. Still has that special speed power. And that is it. I wasn't super sold on this guy, but Looper absolutely destroyed. He held in when he played this in our monthly. Only person to play it. Held in the whole time with him.
With
Yeah, he
Power
pumped
Gem,
him
right?
up a little bit. No, he didn't have Power Gem. He put... Did he have Power Gem on him?
He was dealing 6 damage at some point, so that's why I thought
he
he
got
was dealing...
Wendigo, the Iconics Wendigo he got on him.
Oh!
And then...
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
The original Ancient One non-legacy version of it. I think that pumped him up too.
Yeah, no, that's how he did it. He didn't have Power Gem. He actually gave him something to have stealth. So he must have been one of the Mandarin rings.
I don't...
Or maybe a symbiote. Yeah, he's a great attacker. He's really good. I mean, you can't outwit him. So
it's from a really cool storyline.
Constantly play, yeah.
I'd like to see all 3 of them. All
What's
3 of the versions of Shanzar.
What's the storyline? Because I'm not familiar with the character.
So it's a 3-issue arc into Hulk, and then it ties into I think a giant-sized Defenders. So Shanzar just takes over Namor, Strange, and Dark Hulk one at a time. So you get this like black and white version of him. Takes over Hulk and then becomes Dark Namor.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's the Sorcerer Supreme of the Strange Dimension, of the like a different dimension. It's something that I would love to see the MCU have Wong and Namor detectives go into. I think it'd be really cool, getting like a Dark Wong and Dark Namor.
So it's always hard to get these special powers in the mid dial, and that's the biggest thing that I think is a deterrent from me playing him. But he did some work in our monthly game. Oh, he put a Conchu on him.
Well, and the way that this is worded compared to Clea, they're as of right now, until we get like an actual win ruling, everyone's saying how Star Sapphire Ring gives them 2 unavoidable mystics. So
yeah, we definitely need a ruling on that, because I thought when you start looking at sources and examples we've gotten in the past, you'd have to choose the unavoidable or the 2 penetrating.
So they got rid of the ruling for the Magician, because the Magician was worded exactly like exactly like the Star Sapphire Ring, but that ruling is gone off the win. You can't find anything about the Magician.
So maybe they're going to change it.
That's what I was thinking, because Clea is worded differently. I mean, it's semantics, but that's all it takes. Is if it's worded a little different, then they go, nope, that's why this doesn't work, because clicks rulings. But yeah, I mean, as of right now, everyone's saying how it's ruling that he deals 2 unavoidable, which is insane. So
yeah,
that is something to look at. I mean, if you give him that, you're like, okay, I don't care who you are, you can go ahead and try and hit me. You're taking 2 unavoidable.
Yeah, every single time. And then, is it worth doing Monster to give him Steel Energy with a like Symbiote or something? Probably. Now he's got Shape Change, Steel Energy, and Sidestep. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, that'd probably be best. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to give him that ring, because I mean, as of right now, 2 unavoidable is just insane. It just makes God Killer Sword that much better right now.
Right. But I think it's worth. So I would. I think the mystical ring, if that's the case on him. What is it? Not indigo, star sapphire, and then get a symbiote on him. And now you're either hitting shape change. Then you also have steel energy. How much does that hurt to take 2 unavoidable damage, and then he heals back up after that? He's on like the flurry clicks, hits you twice, and then you took 2 unavoidable, and now he just healed back up to 2 clicks.
And he's at 8. This is, once again, they love their 80-point rare primes.
Mm-hmm. It's a good point, though. I think that it gives you some room to play with some other stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's go wrap this one up. Out of all the commons, Pete, what's your favorite common?
My favorite common is the 001 Doctor Strange. Unlike other people, I like Avengers.
I like that Doctor Strange. Miles, what's your favorite common?
Baron Mordo.
You know what? Who it is for me is the Wand Agent.
That's a good one too.
I think that's my favorite one. Honestly, it's a good attacker, and giving the mystical keyword all shield when they're usually range pieces. I think that's great. But Strange is my second for sure. What about uncommon, Pete?
Astro Clea really place a lot of value on support. So for 15 points plus Pulse Wave, you are speaking my language.
Yep. Now you get a support piece that has Pulse Wave.
Mm-hmm.
Miles, what about you?
It's got to be Wong. He's not the best, but I'm a sucker for Wong, and I like what it can do to bring theme teams, even if it's not good.
I think I sold myself on Umar the Unrelenting.
Need to sculpt swap it.
No, definitely not. It might actually be. I don't know why I like these generics, but I think the mindless one from the uncommons that we talked about, the enhancement, that has the 2 really good point values, that might be mine for sure. What about rares, Pete?
This is hard, so I can narrow it down to 2 pretty easily.
Not including primes.
No, I get it. Either Agatha or that Doctor Strange. And honestly, I think they're both phenomenal. But dude, that Agatha does so much for 75 points.
Yeah, that's a hard choice.
I think that's it.
It's obvious though that it's between those 2, right? For the rares.
Yeah, that Strange is a piece that I think is going to get better the more we look at him too.
Yeah.
Like honestly, but they're both phenomenal.
So you're going
Strange is Barrel.
Yeah, you have to get him there, so it's just more work to do what you want, but he's doing so many other cool things. And I really like that power action just to get rid of black powers.
Oh, I'm just talking about SOV pilot.
Yeah, there's a pilot, sure.
Well, I mean, I even like him slap Animal Man on him, give him invincible his whole dial, then you can get those other things off the sideline too. It's all Avatar stuff, right?
Oh, I do like that.
And then you're making him a dolphin. And he's just great. But Agatha, man, for 75 points. Dude, she's awesome.
Giving him dolphins so that he can swim with Namor and Wong next to the whale.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah, I think same thing. I'm with Agatha, but Doctor Strange is a super close second. Miles' favorite rare?
It's Agatha and Strange are both great. I'm gonna go with Dormammu, just because I like Dormammu as a character, and this is a really unique take on him. I think that can be okay and good, for fun.
Yeah, normally I don't play 200-point characters, but this would definitely be one that I would consider on a weekly event, just because he does so much. It would be a lot of fun to play him.
You fail your leadership, you get mastermind fodder.
So it feels a little bit better when I fail leadership.
Yeah.
All right, well, next episode we will be back with the super rares and beyond to wrap up the Strange Tales set review. And remember,
Keep rolling, 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 keep rolling, 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 rolling. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya!
Click it!
Just when you thought the future was fun, you grow up and realize nothing is free, and that little goblin Beetlejuice bird comes in and takes all that you love. Bloodstone finally being made. You want to make his bystanders and realize, nope, can't do that. The new Prime Blade, Charge Flurry looks nice. Nope, just Charge or Flurry, never both. Prime Dormammu, okay, who am I kidding? That piece is just garbage. You're not playing him anyway.